welcome back to another episode of The Councilmen. This will be the 6th episode. Today we'll be talking about the most anticipated movie of 2019. Our list, our top 10 list of our most anticipated movie.
Our list? No shit.
Obviously.
As opposed
Obviously,
to what?
our list.
Rotten Tomatoes list.
Today there's only 3 of us. One of us is have an
Three
appointment
of
with
us
sheep.
so far.
One
3 of us so
the
far.
sheep.
The sheep might come back.
Might.
So yeah, there is Kelvin, and then there's Eric and Albert. Yay!
Yep.
All right,
Oh.
let's get started. Albert, take it away.
And yes, as always, usually it's the three of us. Teguh is the one that's not here right now. He is praying to the sheep gods. He's the most. I think he's been absent twice. Is he? He was
Twice,
absent
yeah,
for
twice.
our.
I don't think
First
he was in the first
episode.
episode. First episode he was.
He was. Yeah, it was just three of us, and is it the Pixar one that he was absent also? He was absent twice. I don't remember
I
which.
think he's on the picture.
But yes, so as Kelvin has addressed, we will be doing the top 10 most anticipated 2019 movies. But before we dive into all that, we would just like to let you guys know that our podcast is now available on audio only. We use the platform of Anchor, and with their help, we're able to distribute our podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Podbean, and all the possible platforms you can think of. We're working on that. Everything is available, so you can go find our podcast. Just type down The Councilmen. I'm surprised that not a lot of podcasts is called The Councilmen or like Councilmen. Like when I'm serious, when I'm opening Apple Podcasts, there is only like 2 podcasts that is related to the Councilmen. So that is surprising to me. And yes, if you guys are listening and you guys are willing to give us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts in particular, because that's our main listening platform, is the biggest podcast platform. If you give us a 5-star review, we will give you guys a shout out on the next episode. We will read your comments. Doesn't matter if you write your review in Bahasa Indonesia, English, Japanese, Korean, Africans. I don't know. We will try to
How are we
read
going
it.
to read it?
I don't know.
What if they type in
Arik will
Latin?
figure it out. Arik will figure it out. He knows multiple language.
If somebody comments in African, I will read in an African accent, but it's still in English.
Yes. We will only read 5-star reviews. 4.5, 4 stars.
4.8, no.
It's better that you don't review at all. 5 or nothing. There you go. And yes,
1 star or 5 star, okay? Because 1 and 5 is like the highest and
no,
lowest.
not 1. No one
Why?
wants
It's special.
And yes, we will try to do this bi-weekly, hopefully. Once again, we're all in different countries. Arik is in Indonesia, Teguh and Kelvin is in Japan, and they cannot even coordinate the same time as right now, evidence. I'm in the US for now. So time zones is difficult. Our schedules in college is difficult. So hopefully we can do bi-weekly. If not, then anytime,
Monthly.
which is why we recommend
any
subscribing
weekly.
and following to either my channel on YouTube or on Apple Podcasts and everything. So whenever a new episode drops, that will be going.
So
And
until we stay in one country, it's basically wheneverly, not bi-weekly,
yeah,
wheneverly.
You know what? We can give a cheer out. There will be episode when there are no tests.
that's true. That is so true. I just finished my final, so yeah. By the way, is
So
bi-weekly
Yesterday I
twice?
just had my finals test, midterm.
So that time is accurately no examining what? I am confused with my own
Yeah,
words.
as you can tell, we're all college students. And
I don't think they can. I don't
I'm
think they
eating
can
off
tell.
corn soup for
I
my
don't think
lunch.
they can tell.
wait, is bi-weekly twice a week or every 2 weeks?
Once every
Every 2 weeks, but
Or is
Okay,
it called fortnightly or something? I don't know. Not that game.
okay, because
No,
I've heard it in both ways. All right.
What is
Anyway.
what is-
Anyway, you guys ready to get to the list?
Bi-weekly means appearing or taking place every 2
Oh, you're googling it. Right now. What is it?
like,
What is it?
over.
What's every 2 weeks? Just saying.
Okay,
Okay.
so
Oh,
it's
I'm
weekly
I'm
buy
a long time.
for twice in a week, I guess.
Is there
All
such thing
right.
as hetero weekly? No, never mind.
What the hell? Oh my
Bye.
god, I see what
Bye.
you did. Okay, so for this episode, we don't know what everyone's lists are so far, at least. We haven't spoiled it. I'm guessing we all have the same number one, but we still have not confirmed it to each other. But how this works is we all will change turn saying our ranking starting from the bottom five, and we rotate explaining. If you see our top 10 MCU movies or top 10 action movies, you guys are familiar with how it works. We're sort of following the format of the Top 10 Show podcast, which is a huge show that I'm a fan of. So we're gonna do that. There is gonna be punting system, meaning that if it's similar, close enough, we will punt it and we will talk about it later. And of course, we might have honorable mentions in the end. So let's just get to it. Uh, I think
uh,
I'll start with now. I'll start with mine first. My
all
number
right.
10. By the way, Kelvin, are you typing? Because we can hear your keyboards.
He's typing
Wait, let
and
me
his
change
camera's
keyboard
off.
then.
And his camera's off.
Let me change
Alright.
keyboards. Now
As
you can't hear it.
yeah, now we cannot hear keyboards. All good. So, all right. Should I start my number 10?
Yes, yes.
Sure.
Okay. So my number 10, I don't know if you guys will have this or not. It initially wasn't in my list. I
Wait,
had
wait,
to like
wait, wait.
switch.
I forgot. If you do have it, what do we do again? Is it like
Okay.
what we say
If it's
one?
I'm
if
gonna.
it's if it's if this is in your bottom five,
Yeah.
Oh
then
no.
we can
Oh.
then we can talk about it. If it's not in your
Oh.
bottom five, like if it's in your top
Okay.
five, then we punt.
Okay,
We'll
okay, okay,
talk
okay.
about it later,
I get
right?
it. I get
Yeah.
it.
Alright.
All right.
All right,
So
all right.
my number 10, I switch around several times now. Actually, right before recording, I switch it again, and I think this is the correct one. And it is because I don't know what this movie is going to be, but I'm excited for it. It's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
That's not on my list or even honorable.
How about Calvin?
Alvin,
Is he there? Or did he lost connection again?
overheated
Yeah.
again.
I didn't know what you're saying.
Okay, so for number 10, I had the Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Do you have it in your
Okay.
list?
I said no. I said no.
What?
I think
Once-
he lost
once-
connection. I did not hear you at all.
Once upon a time in Hollywood.
I
This
can't
is
hear
number
it.
10.
Every time
What?
you're about to say something, the connection goes out.
Once upon
Once
a
upon
time
a-
in Hollywood. God damn it, Calvin.
I'm not talking
Can you
to
hear
a
that?
grandpa.
Oh,
I'm like talking to a
yeah.
grandpa. He's just
No,
like,
let's not talk about it yet.
Oh, you have it in your. Oh, so we're punting it?
We are not.
What?
Yep.
Oh.
Okay. Okay.
I don't have it. I don't even know what it's about.
Yeah, we're
Like,
funding
you know
it.
what? I'm gonna
Of
Google
course.
it right now.
All right. All right. Okay. So, Alec, what's your number 10 then?
I wrote how to train your dragon dream. Well, I forgot
Okay,
what
we
the full
can.
title was.
Not. It's not on my list.
Once upon a time in
Oh, it's
Hollywood,
not.
right?
It's on my list.
Okay. So,
Oh
all
shit,
right then.
Quentin Tarantino. Nice.
Is it?
Interesting.
You want to talk? Let's talk about How to Train Your Dragon 3 then. Let's go.
Wait,
The
wait,
Hidden
is it,
World.
is
We
it on Kelvin's list? Is it on Kelvin's list?
Yeah. Yeah.
On the
That
bottom.
is my number 8.
Okay.
Oh,
Let's
number
Yeah,
talk.
eight,
ranking
shit.
is my number 8.
Let's talk
Alright.
about it.
Alright, so
Mm.
Kelvin, why is it on your list then?
Mostly because I really
So,
like How
I
to
like
Train Your
Suggestion
Dragon
now.
1 and How to Train Your
Uh-huh.
Dragon 2.
Right,
And then especially after playing Monster Hunter World, there's lots of dragons there. So
Yeah, we
I'm
killed
like
them.
really invested in dragons right now. At
We're
the
not
moment,
sponsored
I'm
by
really
Monster
invested
Hunter
in
World.
dragons. So, and then How to Train Your Dragons, there's dragons in it, so
So you're just like,
I'm
yeah,
really
yeah.
because
you know
I
what?
don't know, I just
I
really want to
just
see some dragon action. And then from the
actually
trailer, if I'm not wrong, there is
The
the
Light
White
Fury.
Knight Fury.
It's
White
called Light
Fury, yeah.
Fury.
Light
Oh, Light
Fury,
Fury. Yeah. So and then I don't know, I'm just interested to see what's going to happen. Then I guess yeah.
Actually, I just realized, yeah, I've been playing Monster Hunter this whole time, like for the last few weeks, and I'm like, oh yeah, no wonder I want to see dragons now. Apparently, that game has influenced greatly. But yeah,
Exactly.
but I like the
It
first
influenced
one
my
was good.
choice too.
I love the first movie. The second one was not as good as the first, but I still liked it. Still like
No,
it. Still good.
the second one is like yeah, it's not as good as the first one, but the second one at least like
I don't
it
know.
was
Story
pretty good
wise,
until like yeah, story wise is good. I just don't like the part when the two giant monster battle. It's very anticlimactic.
Wait, isn't there
in
only
type one.
one giant monster?
No, there's
No,
two.
there's
There's one
two.
evil
The
one,
the,
one
the
bad,
evil one and the good one.
one, yeah, the good one. Yeah,
There is a
yeah.
wait, what?
Yeah.
In the second,
And
we're
then
talking
the
about the
good
second
one
one, right?
died because the
There is
evil
a
one
good.
stabbed him with the tusk.
It's the one. Yeah, there's two. There's two of them.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's two.
okay.
And then
I
at
think
the end,
I don't
it's
think I
when Night
remember the
Fury is
first
like
one.
shooting. Like who's a hiccup put on like the blindfold on Night Fury. Then Night Fury like flies around and then like
Well, okay, wait.
to the dragon.
Is the second one where we met Hiccup's mom?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay,
The one where we see it.
I don't remember anything from that movie. I remember the first movie vividly. I don't remember anything from the second one. Have
The
I
second,
seen it?
Oh,
like I
also
said, the second one is not as
I'm
memorable or as
I'm
good
pretty
as the
sure
first
I've
one, though.
seen it, but
the second one
yeah.
is when the dad died and then the
Yeah.
mother appears.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Spoiler alert! I didn't know the dad died. What?
Oh, for fuck's sake!
You
So that
haven't
means
watched
you
it?
never watched it. That means you haven't
Okay,
watched it then, probably.
okay. Just in my defense,
Well, now we know.
this movie was released in 2014. I was in my angsty teen years, so I'm like, huh, animated movie that's for kids. I was in those
Oh,
era.
Edgy Bird. We were dealing with Edgy Bird. Edgy
Well,
Bird.
I think that era, they're DreamWorks. I think I was like, oh, Madagascar is like they're just for kids. I mean, they're good, but they're for kids. Ice Age, wait, Ice Age not DreamWorks. I don't think so. But yeah, Shrek
But
movies, they're DreamWorks, and I'm like, okay, they're not like Pixar. So when I was going to go train Dragon, I think my mindset was like, it's for kids, so maybe that's why.
I watched it like
I should watch the
For
second
on
one
kids.
again.
2016.
It's
I
for
think.
kids, but you watch Frozen. Wow, okay.
Frozen,
Aye.
people hate
Aye.
Frozen. I didn't hate it.
I'm okay with it. The song is
Again,
better.
Gerard Butler is voicing the father. I remember that.
Yeah,
Very
yes,
thick
yes.
Scottish accent. Arek, you're from Scotland. Let us hear your
I
accent.
am not from Scotland. See,
She's
now
not from
everyone
Scotland,
are
but
getting
she
the
just
context.
lives there.
I just lived there.
Can you do an
Well,
accent?
Like
my
me, I'm not Singaporean. Am I Japanese now?
Probably.
Or
Right.
okay.
Alright,
So yeah, yeah, the Hidden World. The trailer looks
Hidden World. That's what
interesting.
it's called.
I
Yeah,
like
I don't remember.
the thing that I like about the How to Train Your Dragon movies is that the character they age them up within every
Hiccup.
movie, and you can tell. You can, especially Hiccup, you can tell because the first one he's a kid.
Weird.
Second one, I think he's a teenager, and in here he's clearly an adult. So I like that. I don't think there's a lot of trilogies like animated trilogies that does that. Like Toy Story doesn't. Well, they're toys. They cannot age
Have
the
you?
toys.
You can
They
them.
age Andy. They age Andy.
They age Andy.
Aside from that, like Shrek, Madagascar, they don't do that. Ice Age, well, like, I don't know if they age the animals or not, but yeah.
They do age.
So-
They have like families in the end.
Yeah,
But
but
yeah, a lot of people argue that How to Train Your Dragon could arguably be one of the best animated like franchise aside from Toy Story.
Compared to Toy Story, I'm still not sure about that. But it's good. It's solid. I like it.
Yeah. It's a classic boy and his dog tale. So yeah, but sadly it's not in my list.
It's not a dog.
Okay.
So close enough.
so,
All right, so that was Arek's number 10, right?
Yeah, and
yeah.
and his
Okay, Kelvin,
So now-
Kelvin, what's your number 10?
Spider-Man Far From Home.
oh, for fuck, what you piece of shit.
Let's see. One,
Fun.
two.
Fun.
Okay. Well, I have it in my bottom 5, but Arek punted, so okay. We'll punt.
Fun.
Okay.
Fun time.
So I'll go. Kelvin, what's your number 9? Let's go with that.
What happened? What happened?
I said fun.
Arek
punt.
have it
It's
in
in
the
my
top
top.
5, I think.
It's in the top 5.
Connection, man.
Far from Home is on top 5.
Okay. Well,
So what's your
now
number
let's
9?
let's go number 9. What?
Yes. Let's hear your number 9.
He's frozen again. Shit.
Right.
Number nine.
Wait, so whose number 9 are we talking about?
Yours.
Yours.
How about yours, Calvin? Your
Oh,
interest
my number 9.
is ruining the podcast. How are we supposed to get 5-star reviews?
Do we man? I'm using free Wi-Fi here.
Feel free to give us 5-star reviews and yet
You
criticize
okay?
Calvin at the same time.
From the apartment.
Like talking to an old man. He's just like, what?
Oh god.
Alright, so my number 9 is
Yeah.
Godzilla King of Monsters.
I should I mention it? Like, I put it in the honorable.
That's my honorable mention also.
It's an honorable mention, yeah.
So let's talk about it then.
We can talk about it. It's an honorable,
alright.
yeah. Alright.
I put it
I would
I put it on my number 9 mostly because again, same like How to Train Your Dragon, I've been
Monsters.
playing a lot of Monster Hunter World.
Monsters,
So it's
Monsters,
all
dragons.
And then
movies related to Monster
so
Hunters.
Monsters and
Maybe.
King of Monsters, I've been playing a lot of it, so maybe when I'm making this list, I'm just influenced by the game too much from the game.
Kelvin was just thinking like,
Okay.
what's going on? Monster Hunter. Oh, okay.
But no, here the Godzilla King of Monsters. No, they of course they have Godzilla back, but they also have Mothra and forgot his name, King Ghidorah, I think the
Ghidorah.
name.
King Ghidorah.
The three-headed dragon, the two-headed
Yeah.
dragon, or the
Three.
three-headed dragon.
Three-headed dragon.
They're bringing those two into the picture, into the movie.
There's
So I'm really,
three monsters.
oh,
There's
is it? I thought
four.
It's Ghidorah, well, Godzilla. We have Ghidorah, we have Mothra, and we have Rodan.
Ghidorah, Godzilla, Mothra,
Rodan is the big pterodactyl.
Rodan.
Rodan. Is that the turtle
Yes.
one?
No,
I
it's a
don't
big
know.
Oh.
pterodactyl. It's a big.
And yes, now I know my Godzilla knowledge after getting criticized on YouTube for being an Asian and not knowing Godzilla.
It's his most
characters.
disliked video.
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure, just letting
Right.
people
Yeah.
know
So
of it.
basically, the Godzilla King of Monsters, because of they are bringing new monsters. I mean, like Mothra and Ghidorah. I think they ever make a movie where they are in the movie.
Very
like-
old one.
it was a very
Mothra,
old
yeah,
movie.
but Mothra, yes, but not Ghidorah. I think there are
So it's
movies
like-
with Mothra.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar.
So it's a really old movie. So I'm really excited to see it in
In
better
new-
animation time, I guess. Yeah,
I get to see this in HD.
but I'm just hoping they don't make it like Godzilla because I
Yeah,
actually
you
want to
hate-
see
you
two
hate
monsters
Godzilla, don't
fighting.
You hate Godzilla, right?
Yeah, I know. I hate the Godzilla, the one that they
I-
make with Bryan Cranston. I mean, like they put Bryan Cranston and he died in the first few
Okay, that-
minutes.
I agree with. I'm disappointed by that one, but
And-
I like them. I
And
like
you
the movie
barely
because
see
they build
Godzilla
up to the
actually
Godzilla.
attacking.
But I'm
Huh?
fine with that because they build up to it, and when they actually show Godzilla for the limited time it sort of pays off for me.
Right. I don't know.
What?
I thought Godzilla was fine.
What did you argue about?
God damn it!
All I mouth moving.
That's what you mentioned before.
Basically, I agree that they killed off
I
Bryan
missed the
Cranston.
explanation again.
Basically, I agree that Bryan Cranston got killed off as a disappointment, but I like what they did with Godzilla despite the limited time because they build it up and it pays off in the end for me.
I whatever you said, I didn't hear.
I'm not repeating that. I'm not repeating that.
Watch it on the replay. Watch it on the replay. You know what? Watch it on the replay.
Fix your
You know
bloody
what?
internet.
Whatever you say, I didn't hear anything like that.
At this point, just watch it on the replay.
Yes,
Basically,
we're
just
no,
said that-
we're no longer giving Kelvin special treatment.
Oh,
Albert, Albert, do you put it live
What?
on YouTube right now? Can you put it live on YouTube?
But you will hear echoes.
No, I will use earphone for that.
Well, yeah, it is on YouTube. I can give you the private link right now. This is very professional of us, right? All of us, very professional on this podcast. I'm gonna send you a private message. So yeah, did you guys saw the newest trailer for this one, or did you never saw the trailer at all
The new trailer? I'm not so
wait.
sure.
For what?
for this one, Godzilla King of the Monsters?
I'm not
What?
sure. I don't think I have the new one.
I saw
is it
that. I
very-
haven't seen it. I mean, like, I saw the first trailer. I don't know if there's a new one, but I'm not watching another one because I'm invested in
The
it.
original
so I
one
don't
was
watch
the
it.
original trailer was great. The second one, it had a money shot in the end, and it is all I'll tell you is that I've never seen Godzilla move that fast, and it gives me chills. That's all I'm
Now I'm
gonna
starting to
say.
think that Godzilla have
Uh, I'm
just
watching the
got
second one right
struck
now.
by lightning,
My name
and
is
now
Godzilla, and I'm the fastest lizard alive.
Goblin
monsters
fastest
are
lizard.
alive. When I was a kid, my island was nuked by the U.S. Army.
But yeah, I don't know who the direct. I'm not familiar with the director, Michael Dougherty. Although the cast is amazing. Millie Bobby Brown, from Stranger Things, Vera
Yeah.
Farmiga from Conjuring, Sally Hawkins from the Paddington movies and Shape of Water. We got Kyle Chandler. We got Bradley Whitford. We got Ken Watanabe, of course, from the original one, O'Shea Jackson Jr. So this is great cast, and I'm excited. I'm actually excited. This was slightly in my list, but honorable mentions. By the way, Calvin, we can hear you watching the YouTube video.
I know, I know. Here,
Yes,
I'm
I just
watching it
put on
right.
the
I'm
earphone.
watching it right now too, actually, but I'm muted.
yeah. Okay then. Calvin, you want to add anything else to this tier number 9?
Okay, wait. This is very confusing.
Yeah,
I'm
obviously
listening.
you're watching a replay as we're talking, and then it's going to be like 1 second delay or something.
Oh, it's more than 1 second. I'm so confused right now.
Oh
I know.
shit!
Okay,
Okay, Calvin.
alright.
So listen to me first before you listen to the video. Do you want to say anything else about your Godzilla movie, or shall we move on?
Uh, I played the game, the PS2 game of Godzilla, and I'm really looking forward for Ghidorah. I think he will be a tough enemy to beat. I guess. Tomoimasu. Hi.
Yes, and we will be
Oh,
we will be
holy
seeing
Wata.
shit!
11 use their psychic powers against Godzilla, and we will see who wins.
Indeed.
This
And
movie
they,
actually this movie actually just sets me up even more excited for King Kong vs Godzilla, and now I'm concerned if King Kong can actually beat Godzilla after seeing the newest trailer. But I guess King Kong have the agility,
Oh
right?
my god! What?
yeah,
The way Godzilla, wait,
but King
the way
Kong,
Godzilla
but
runs is so weird.
Godzilla can shoot like nuclear power out of his mouth.
Yeah, that's like if you're in a bar fight and there is a big guy and there is this really small guy. You watch out for the small guy because it's agile. The big guy's tough,
Yeah,
but
but
the
then
small guy is the one who's vicious.
yeah, but then
And
the
then the
big
big the
guy
big
not
guy the
only
big guy
is
have
big,
acid
but he also
reflux.
have a gun. What you gonna do?
Well,
Nothing
yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
King Kong will be
Okay.
both after this. Too much radiation.
Oh, jeez.
Is it just me or the way he runs is kind of weird?
Oh, you saw the trailer? You just saw the
Yeah,
trailer?
yeah. I just saw how he runs. It's kind of funny.
His fast is freaky.
I think he's just using the weight of his momentum to propel him forwards as opposed to running.
I'm doing a weird running motion for a video
I
for
mean,
people only.
it's actually accurate the way you're doing it right now. It's somewhat
Yeah,
accurate.
Okay.
audio only listeners, I'm sorry you cannot witness that glorious moment. But yes, okay,
I just saw the replay.
what the hell? That's a delay, man. What the hell?
I almost choked on my corn soup.
Uh, all right, Arik, let's hear your number 9.
My number 9 is probably going to get punted. Hurry up, man! I want to watch my anime. Okay. My number 9 is New Mutants.
It's not even in my honorable list.
Okay, I'll say this real quick. New Mutants is supposed to be released around April 15 this year. It was supposed to be my birthday present, and I was bloody
It's
excited for
deal.
it. I made the most anticipated video on my YouTube channel earlier this year, and New Mutants, I believe, was number 3, right below Infinity War and Black Panther, because I was so excited for it. But they delay it to this year, and now I'm so concerned that's not even in my list or close to my list at all.
You were disappointed because it's your gift taken away from you.
No, not because of that. I'm worried because they delay it like a whole year, which
More
is
than a whole year, actually. It's
yeah,
August.
it's unorthodox. I love the cast. I like Josh Boone as a director. I love the cast. Anya Taylor-Joy. Everything I've seen her in, either The Witch or Thoroughbreds or Split, I love her. But this delay just concerns me so much. Even though I love the concept, but yeah, I couldn't put it in my list because it just I'm concerned about it.
That's the thing. Though, I was wondering, like, usually when it's delayed, usually means that they can
Yeah,
like
regrets.
they can like fix some shit. There's probably like something wrong. They can fix it up, but like, why is it cause for concern if it's delayed?
Because well, they might
What, like
well they
change
don't
everything?
well, I heard rumors that they're either going to make it not fully horror or the other way
Mm.
around, they make it fully horror. So I don't exactly know which, but that means that their initial what they were going with, they hear the audience respond and they don't really like it and they change the whole thing. So I'm just sometimes reshoots can be a good thing, sometimes it can be a bad thing. In terms of Justice League, that's not a good thing. But
Okay. You see, to me is that this is all new information. I didn't know this shit. I didn't even know it was supposed to be released of this year. So basically, like keeping in mind of when I was making this list, basically I was like, oh, I
yeah,
thought it was like a new type of way they could make this movie. Like the horror was like an
Yes,
interesting
but of
idea.
course it's not a good thing.
oh my god, you're way behind. Wait for
Yeah,
Calvin to respond to me in like the next 5 minutes. Anyway, Calvin,
this is
go.
like
Anik,
Kelvin's
go on.
like being an internet explorer right now. Everything's just delayed.
Anik, go on.
Okay, just like the new idea behind the shooting, like the horror um aspect of it, and also wanted to know like what is the story is it the not continuation, is it like related to Logan?
No,
Oh, it's
no.
not related to
Well,
Logan.
okay. From what I know
Completely
from the
new.
New Mutants comic, they're basically a bunch of literally mutants that are like just sprunging up in the world, and they are contained in this like mental facility, and which is why it's supposed to be horror-like, because they're like stuck in this. Imagine it like a mental asylum, but with mutants. I guess that's why it could be horror based.
Uh-huh.
And
Wait.
I believe I heard rumors the villain is going to be Demon Bear, which is an iconic villain in the New Mutants saga.
Got
Uh,
disconnected.
I know,
that was the
and
that
yeah,
was disconnected.
the cast is great. Anya Taylor-Joy, I said, Maisie Williams from Game of Thrones. I know you watched that.
Yeah, yeah.
Charlie Heaton from what's that
There's this
called?
thing here.
Stranger Things.
You see, I watch Game of Thrones and I'm quite a fan of it. It's funny how Maisie Williams plays Wolfsbane, which is kind of related to
Is it
House
really?
Stark. Yeah, it's related to like House
Uh,
Stark and their sigils like a wolf and everything. She was destined to play
Definitely,
wolves.
definitely. And
yep,
also,
What?
definitely.
if you guys didn't catch it, I was actually commenting on Avic's thoughts before about how New Mutants brought a new method of.
What?
You're so far behind, man. We didn't hear anything. Well, we didn't even hear your
What just
comment.
happened?
You got disconnected.
I don't know, man.
This is bound to be one of our most exciting podcasts.
This is the most
Very
broken.
exciting. With a lot.
You know what?
Audio-only
You know what?
listeners
You know
are
what?
stuck
Wait,
in the
wait,
game.
wait.
Like, what is
Out,
going
out of
on?
out of topic for a while. You know what, Albert? You should title this to the most broken podcast ever.
Dude, the
We're missing
audio-only
one
listeners.
member.
No, no,
We're
no.
missing one member. We're not talking in sync. One keeps disconnecting and gets delayed all the fucking time. This is the
Dude,
most
our
broken. This is the buggiest
video
podcast ever.
video
Okay,
listeners,
like this is a new
video
record.
watchers, video watchers might still understand because Kelvin's icon might disappear and like he might like appear and disappear. But audio-only listeners have no clue what's going on. I'm so sorry. They're like, what the hell?
Audio listeners will be so
I have
baffled by
used
this. They just can't keep up, man.
I have used several
Please,
swears
man.
in this podcast, and the swears is all because of Kelvin and his technical difficulties.
I thought
I'm really
internet in
sorry.
Japan was. I thought internet in Japan was superior. What the fuck is this?
Yeah,
Not in Calvin's
it's
place, apparently.
it's superior
Kelvin's
until
place.
12 until midnight. Okay,
After
once it's midnight, it's superior.
Oh, okay.
At this time, It's kind
Any
of
other time, it's just terrible.
Mama.
All right. Where were we? Let's get back on track.
New
All right,
mutants, right? You were
let's go
mentioning.
to number.
Arek, so
Uh,
you're done with anything you want to add to New Mutants?
Um,
no.
not really. I mean, the thing is, I didn't even
No.
know much about New Mutants. I just added because, like, oh, it's related to
It looks
Marvel.
exciting, but I'm just
Yeah,
concerned.
it looks exciting.
I
It's
saw the
related to
first
Marvel, but
trailer of it.
until you told me like all these like problems they might have or whatever, I'm just like a bit concerned now. A bit more
And
concerned,
yeah,
but still excited.
I just want to say, since Fox has been purchased by Disney, I have no idea what they're gonna do with it. If they're, it's slated to be released, but I don't know if they will release it, or will it be like straight to streaming or something? Because they might just do it like to Netflix, like what happened to Mowgli on Netflix. So yeah.
Oh, all right, makes sense. All right, understandable.
Okay. For my number 9, I have a feeling this might be punted by you guys.
Yeah.
Joker.
Oh shit, I didn't put it
Yeah,
in.
definitely.
Punt. So Joker
Definitely.
is a punt.
Definitely.
Okay.
I
Okay.
didn't put it in.
My number 8 is Glass.
No, didn't put that in either. I haven't watched the first one.
I haven't watched I haven't watched Unbreakable. I haven't watched Split. I don't know
Yeah,
about
Okay,
yeah,
but you know
yeah.
that but you know
I'm,
they're connected, so I can talk about
I
it.
know. Yeah, we know.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
we know
know.
they're connected.
Okay.
I just didn't watch
I
it.
know they are connected.
Okay, just I watched Split first before I know what Unbreakable is. My dad told me to watch Unbreakable right after I watched the movie with him, and I was like, Unbreakable is I would say it's my favorite M Night Shyamalan movie next to The Sixth Sense, and Unbreakable is literally amazing. That movie, it's a gritty origin story to like a superhero type character, and it's just spectacular. I don't want to spoil it to you guys, but
Don't.
it's a really good realistic take on a superhero movie. And Sam Jackson, obviously, if you can see the trailer, he plays the villain in Unbreakable, and you empathize with his character so much, yet he is so menacing and so scary. And seeing those two worlds collide with Split and how maniac that James McAvoy is, I am just super excited for this one, especially since it's released in January, so it's closer than the others. I'm super excited for it. The trailer has been intriguing. I like the music, the score in that movie, even in the trailer is great. I don't know what Anya Taylor-Joy's role in this movie is going to be, because if you saw Split, you know that her arc sort of ends in that movie. So I don't know what they're going to do with the one in Glass, but I'm fully excited for this movie head on. I don't expect it to be like a blown out superhero movie. I'm expecting it to be uh, like a personal journey, just that it happened in the superhero world. So I'm excited for it.
All right.
All I know about the movie so far is the thumbnail for it, where James McAvoy is buff.
I like how that's all
Oh,
you can think.
he's so ripped. He's so ripped, man. It's crazy.
Yeah,
I like
that's
how
all I
that's
know
all you
about the
can think
movie so
about
far.
it.
One thing that bothers me though, if you open the poster for Glass, one of the newest posters, I
Is it
have this
just glass?
I have this pet peeve of
Is it just glass?
no. If you see this for video people, you can see this. If you see this poster, they have pictures of Sam Jackson, James McAvoy, and Bruce Willis, but their
Yeah.
names below them are not in the right order. I have this pet
Oh,
peeve
Uh,
form. It's like below Sam Jackson's picture is James McAvoy's name. Below
yeah,
James McAvoy is Bruce Willis.
yeah, it's
I
glass.
have this
It's
pet peeve,
mirrored. It's the opposite way. What? No, I don't know what I'm on about.
but James McAvoy is in the bloody middle. It's like that live poster that came out like 2 years ago. It had the same
Oh
thing.
wait, the other two people is just James McAvoy. Okay, never mind.
So yeah, that's
Didn't notice
okay.
that.
But yeah, you guys. I guess it makes sense why you guys don't have it in the list because you haven't seen. Arik haven't seen Unbreakable. Calvin haven't seen both. But
Yeah,
I
yeah.
recommend you guys. I recommend
No,
you
I
guys
haven't
have a
watched.
chance.
I haven't watched the other one too. What is it? Split. I haven't
Split.
watched
Oh,
that.
both of you haven't watched both of them.
Oh yeah, yeah. I
Oh,
watched like the
okay.
first. I watched like the first few minutes of Split, but that's it.
Okay.
I didn't.
I recommend you guys watching both of them, Unbreakable first, then Split, and then going to Glass directly. Because
what if I want to
After
watch Glass first, then Unbreakable, then Split?
I guess it can work also because I watched Split first, then Unbreakable.
Like, how connected are they? Like, extreme, like
No,
sequel,
not
like
no,
connected,
not at
or
all, not at all. The only connection with you want spoiler?
yeah?
No,
The
no,
only
no,
connection.
I
no,
do. Don't
no.
listen, Calvin.
Okay, the only connection between the two universe is hinted in the last 1 minute of the movie. That's it.
Holy
No.
shit.
Here,
Okay, so
like I
technically, you
didn't
can
know they
watch
were
it in any
connected.
order.
I didn't know
What?
they were connected until at one point I saw Sam Jackson in the movie. I think.
Sam Jackson is not in Split.
Oh, in the trailer for Glass, then I think.
Yes, he is.
Then I was like, no, oh yeah, in Glass. That's when I saw the trailer for Glass. That's when I realized, like, wait, isn't that the character from Unbreakable? I checked. Oh yeah. Then James McAvoy is like, wait, this looks like that movie that Albert keeps on talking about.
What,
I
Split?
check.
I don't talk
Yeah,
about Split that
you
much.
keep on, you talk about it so much. You say like, oh man, it's so good. It's about the guy with so much split personality.
No, I like James McAvoy's performance because he's
I watched your
crazy.
review, Bert.
See,
I don't think I. No, I did not make a review for Split because I haven't started my YouTube channel then.
Oh, is it Movie Bro then? Movie Bro.
Yeah, probably Movie Bro. Oh, Calvin, stop lying. Stop picking up lies.
Yeah, I'm
stop
reading
making
your
it
reviews.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that's my number 8. Calvin, I think you said your number 8, right? Your number 8 was How to Train
Yeah,
Your Dragon.
How to Train Your Dragon.
Okay, Calvin, Arek, what's your number 8?
Uh, Dark Phoenix.
Not in my
No, not
list.
even in my honorable list.
Not even honorable.
Okay, Arek, it's not even an honorable too. Okay, Arek, feel free to explain why you're excited for this movie, and then me and Calvin will continue to bash this movie and explain to you why you shouldn't be excited about it.
You know what?
You just
You
want
know why
that
I put
because
it on
of
my
the girl,
list?
isn't it?
No, you know why I put it on my list?
Explain.
50% of it. No, we're like 55% of it is because I don't know what else to put in my list. Okay, it's like more
Okay.
half the reason, and the other half is just that I'm still curious about like where the story takes place or how it goes. Is it connected to Logan? No, maybe I don't know. Or is it more connected to what, the previous one, the Apocalypse?
Well, it's supposed to be a direct sequel to Apocalypse.
Yeah, direct sequel, right there. And I don't know. I kind of like. I wouldn't say the movie is that good, but like no, I wouldn't say it's actually decent. It's like it's watchable.
Apocalypse.
So I'm like maybe this one is it's quite good as well. Like I don't think it will flop or whatever. But if you want to keep bashing it, I do want to know why.
Okay, Calvin, you want to go ahead first?
Sure. I think you'll just say whatever I want to say.
Yeah,
So,
that's kind of the point,
uh,
isn't it?
so it's not on my list mostly because of the previous movie. No,
Yeah.
Apocalypse is
Previous
like,
Oh,
and then
Apocalypse.
Apocalypse is unwatchable.
and then the Jean Grey in that Apocalypse movie is also. So it's like they make a movie about Phoenix. I know Phoenix is supposed to be like one of the strongest, isn't it? One of the strongest entity in the Marvel
I actually have the
universe.
comic right now. Let me just grab the comic right now.
It's probably
You don't have
not
to
gonna
show
be
off,
very. I don't think it's gonna be too accurate to the comic though.
No, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Calvin, go on before I rant.
And
Yeah.
then and
As a
then
comic nerd, I have so much to say.
so I don't know. Since she's the strongest, I don't know what will happen in the movie. I guess James McAvoy will talk her out of it. No, will use his telepathy to talk her out of it.
It will be
I don't
his
know.
idea.
I just don't really have much
Did you
hope
guys
on the X-Men universe. Mostly because I never understand the X-Men universe because it's so confusing.
saw the trailer for this one yet?
No,
Oh, actually, I
there's a
haven't.
trailer for it.
Yeah.
Oh,
If
the
you want
only
to
bright
watch it,
spot of the Phoenix is the that girl that played Phoenix.
Sophie Turner.
Oh
Yeah,
shit!
that's Sophie Turner.
Okay.
Another Game of Thrones. Yes.
All right. Let me start my rant. Hopefully, the audio on the listeners or whoever the listeners is are gonna enjoy this. Okay. First of all, it's directed by Simon Kinberg, who is a first-time director, and he's directing a big-budget movie. He was the writer for all the previous X-Men movie, but he never directed anything, which is first again a concern. Second, Apocalypse, like Kelvin said, the first time I watched it, it was eh. The second time I watched it, it was
Shit.
worse. The third time I watched it, I don't even know why I decided to watch it. It was unwatchable. The only good thing about Apocalypse are, honestly, it's the young cast. At least they're not. The young cast are okay, but the story is what I'm concerned with. Especially because Dark Phoenix, this comic is filled with this comic is thick. There is so many storylines jumping from Earth to like mansion to space.
Yeah, wait.
And
Yeah, about that space thing, they say they're going to exclude that. They can't put it in here. Like it's impossible to implement. They're
what
going
do
to
you mean?
exclude it. Because if I'm not mistaken, I heard that Dark Phoenix is supposed to take place in like in outer space and all that too, sometime or some part
Yeah.
of it at least.
Well,
Yeah,
because
they're not gonna put that in. They can't.
exactly why I am this sort of disappointed. Well, based on the trailer, I can tell they are not. Maybe they're taking like 20% of the story into this movie because Dark Phoenix, if you know from the comic, is an entity from. It's basically a cosmic force that
Yeah, I know
possesses.
that. I'm aware of that. Yeah.
So I don't know if they're going to do that in the movie first and foremost. If they don't, then that's already a disappointment. And then, well, yeah, I don't think they can adapt I don't think they can adapt the story, which is kind of disappointing to me because the story is amazing. This is one of the best X-Men stories I've read, and that's not saying much because I've only read several X-Men stories, but still, it's exciting. But
irrelevant. Irrelevant.
That's right,
Irrelevant opinion.
but yeah, I don't think the story is going to match the comic. That's one of the thingy, and yeah, I don't know. The trailer just doesn't excite me. And once again, this movie is supposed to be released this year, and it's delayed to 2019.
Oh, it's delayed again, just like the previous. It's like the previous.
Yeah.
Like the previous one.
So
wait,
yeah.
look. Here, one guy made it very clear in the comment section. He said, "All I want is another Quicksilver saving everybody scene." It's probably
I guess that's the reason why we all go and watch the.
I think that's the
Apocalypse
reason why we all
honestly.
just go back and watch the Quicksilver part. As soon as it's done, we just walk out of the theaters like, yeah, okay.
Yep, that's the whole movie.
That's the whole movie.
I just feel like that I will be disappointed before I even go to this movie because we've seen two incarnations of Dark Phoenix in the X-Men. Last time they tried to do Dark Phoenix, and I feel like this one also they were gonna do that, but I feel like both of them will not do justice to this great storyline. So
well, you know, third
and
time's
also
the charm. So they
in
have
this
to do it
one,
again.
there wouldn't be Wolverine, right?
no. Plus we know that the X-Men are done right after this, going to Disney. So it sort of feels like you're going to watch a TV series, but you know it's going to get canceled right the season after. So you feel like it's not worth watching, if you know what I mean.
I guess I kind of do.
So I guess so. Yeah. Wait. What?
Did that make any sense?
Actually, no, I don't get it. I'll be stupid for this.
Okay, yeah.
So basically, what you're trying to say is that it's just gonna it's just not gonna go.
It's gonna be irrelevant. So
yeah, it's gonna be irrelevant.
Because I'm very sure. I think I'm sure. Like at one point, Disney will just reboot the whole X-Men because the X-Men timeline is already so confusing. Why not just reboot it?
It's fucked. It's already fucked. It's already messed up.
Why not just connect it to their universe now?
I don't know. Mutants getting
You want to
implemented
see a
to
Thor
MCU.
versus Thor
Yeah.
versus
Mutants
Wolverine?
getting implemented to MCU is gonna be quite difficult.
so yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
it's possible,
Yeah.
but
All right.
Okay, that was your number 8.
yeah, I guess it is.
Okay, let's go to number 7, and yeah, let's go number 7.
Oh, is it my number 7 or is it someone else's?
Arik.
Oh, it's my number 7. Okay, well, I chose John Wick 3. Parabellum.
Oh,
yeah, that's
wow.
what it's called.
I have no
Calvin?
say about it.
It's not in my list.
It's not on my list mostly because I haven't watched John Wick 1
Wait,
and
it's
2.
John Wick 1 then.
Wait. I thought you watched John Wick 1. Didn't you recommend that movie to me?
Did I watch John Wick 1? No, I
I
don't
thought you
know.
recommended
I think that was our good friend Joven, but you just mistaken it for John.
Shut Shout out to Joven Movie Reviews on Instagram.
Joven
He have a
Movie
great
Reviews.
channel.
Shout out to Joe.
Love you, man.
Yeah, he have a great chat. He have a great Instagram page. So yeah.
He's much more
I
committed
know.
than Albert.
I think it's either Taguh or Arik who recommended to you because I don't think I watched it full ever.
Okay.
The whole
Arek,
movie. All I know
Arek,
is
what?
about a guy that's got angry because his dog got killed.
That is the first movie. Yes. Okay, Arek, why is it in your list?
Well, the thing is, I've been playing with Kelvin's brother on Monster Hunter for quite a while, and I don't know, he still gets, and I don't know man, that every time I see his name on Steam, it's Simple Joe. It just reminds me of John Wick because his character on GTA looks like John Wick. So
That's
probably this.
he's
So
inspired by
again, I
John Wick.
think you see, as you can see, I think Monster Hunter keeps influencing us with these movies for no fucking reason. No, I think
can
it's because like obviously I enjoyed the first one. I enjoyed the second one. Second one is better. This is like one of those first movies where the
I know
sequel is better than
I
the
know in
first.
second one there's that stupid scene in the mall where they shoot like silencer out of their guns like
Yeah. It was on a subway. They're like like that.
Yeah, that was in the second movie.
Like um basically my hopes for this movie is that I kind of like seeing John Wick as the American like counterpart to the Raid. I mean, the action.
Oh,
Of
okay.
course,
yeah.
I prefer the. Of course, I still prefer the Raid in almost all aspects and all. But
Patriotism.
but this is like but this is like the American version of it. And I kind of hope
Mhm.
that the third movie, the action is gonna be like like just as gritty as the Raid or just as much
Is
like
the director returning? I'm gonna check that.
I'm not sure. I don't even know who directed the first and second movies, right?
The one who directed the first John Wick was two people, and one of them
Oh yeah,
directed Deadpool 2.
oh yeah, and one of them directed. What was that? What was that Charlize Theron
Charlie
movie?
Theron, Atomic Blonde.
Like Atomic Blonde, right? Yeah.
Atomic
That thing was
Blonde
a disappointment. Me and
disappointing.
Calvin wanted to see a scene, and then they just cut it out, and we're like, "Fuck!"
I
So we
know, right?
watched Annabelle instead. So we just watched
Just find it.
Annabelle
Just
instead.
find it on streaming. That's what I did. Yeah, Chef
Just find it on
Stahelski
stream.
was
Rick,
returning.
Rick, even the day when we watched Annabelle, I completely forgot the first movie we watched.
Yeah, I know because Annabelle was just like so much more intense. We're getting off topic. We're getting off
Yeah.
topic.
Anyway, what's it called? John John Wick is on my list not because I'm not excited for it. I'm actually excited for it. It's just I'm not as excited for it as the other movies in my
As
list. And
you
there
said
is
you
and
had
there
12
is
honorable mentions. It did not make it there.
No, I thought you
it
said you
was
have
it,
12
it
honorable mention.
okay. If you're counting, if you're allowing me to be in the 12 honorable mentions, then yes, John Wick is in there.
Oh yeah.
12
It's
honorable
one of the
mentions.
12.
Not
One of
very
the
honorable.
12 honorable mentions.
But yeah, if you Google John Wick 3, the first picture that pop up is John Wick on a horse, and that just excites me.
Oh my god. I think that's all that's needed saying.
No, no. John Wick kills a bunch of men with the horse.
No, a person killed the horse and he wants revenge. You killed my new transport. I must kill you.
All right, so yeah, Calvin, you want to say anything about John Wick? Oh wait, you haven't seen it. Okay, never mind.
Hasn't seen it.
Okay, Calvin,
I
what's
like
your
the
number
dog.
7 then? What's your number 7, Calvin?
I don't think this is on anyone's list. Maybe it's
What is
Zombieland
it?
2.
Oh, I've
I
heard of
really,
it. I've heard about it, but I didn't like I just didn't put it
Uh,
in.
I really want to put this on my list. It's in my 12 honorable mentions. But
For
yeah,
fuck's sake.
I
That's
I
like-
it's not that
I really like the
honorable
first one.
anymore.
No, I really like the first one. I had fond memories of it. It was one of the it's sort of horror, right? It's sort of horror, a bit horror
like
comedy. It's
horror
one of the first.
comedy-ish.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
one of the first ones I've ever watched. I had fond memories watching that with my cousin. So yeah, but I don't know. I'm excited, but not as excited as the others, obviously. So Calvin,
For me, mostly because I don't know. I haven't actually. I don't even know they're making this until you told me about it. So
I forgot that they're making this until I told you about it. I was like, oh,
I
they're
didn't
making
know.
this, right?
yeah. So So
I did.
the first Zombieland. Avik actually recommended me to watch it.
It's
So
funny, yeah. I like the first
yeah,
one.
It's
I
great.
really enjoyed it, and also like mostly we haven't have any good or great zombie flicks at all for rather long time, I
Yeah,
guess. So
you make a point there. Yeah,
yeah,
they
right.
haven't
That's true.
Yeah, so I don't know. I kind of have hope for Zombieland 2 because mostly because I really like Zombieland 1, the first one.
Kelvin, you like
Yeah,
Venom, right?
uh,
you should,
I'm okay with it.
Okay,
you
the
should be
director
okay
of
with it.
Venom is the director of Zombieland, and he's returning for Zombieland 2.
So I guess we can
Wait,
expect
is he
those
the? Oh
corny
wait. The
jokes.
director of
But
Venom is the same as Zombieland One.
Yes, Ruben
Oh,
Fleischer.
oh, I didn't know
ah,
that. Well,
in
then
that case, I
why did he
I think
suck
like
then at Venom?
I don't know. Venom's unwatchable to me.
no, but like so I guess we can kind of expect like similar jokes, I guess,
Yeah,
to Zombieland 1.
I
I
like
mean
I,
like
I like the rules. You know the
Zombieland
rules in
one
Zombieland.
of the scene becomes a meme. The one with wiping the with the money, wiping the
Yeah,
tears with
yeah,
the
Yeah,
money.
yeah. That.
I don't remember that. It's been too long.
Yeah, I remember that scene.
But yeah, I think the whole cast are returning. Woody Harrelson, Jesse Eisenberg, Emma Stone, who's now an Oscar winner, Abigail Breslin, who is the young girl in the
The
original
little girl.
movie,
Yeah,
Evan
I know.
Jogia, who is from Victorious. If you guys watch that show, she's there, and
Oh,
Zoe Dutch also is in that one.
oh, okay.
So
Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, exactly. Great cast. So
Mhm.
with the same directors, I guess. So I really hope they are able to replicate the feeling of the first one. I guess.
Hope
Yeah,
so.
yeah. Like they can do that. So the
Yeah,
first
All
one was
right.
I. It was I liked it.
I have not much to say about it other than that.
Okay. Yeah. Seven, right? Okay. My number seven is Far From Home.
What? I didn't hear that.
Oh,
What?
Spider-Man Far From Home is my number seven.
Yeah, it got punted. I punted that. Punted that
Oh,
shit.
okay.
yeah. Punt
My
that.
number my number six is The Lion King.
Punt.
It's honorable mention for me.
Okay. Calvin, what's your number six?
Dumbo.
Not in my list.
Honorable. Put it in honorable.
Yeah, it's honorable. In my 12 honorable. Once again.
No, 12 honorable. Well,
Is it in your four honorable?
should we keep talking about Dumbo, or do we just like tell people to look into the description and find our previous podcast?
Okay, you can do that. Let's do it real quick.
Do it real quick. I
Oh
mean,
wait, so we talk about Dumbo now?
Yeah.
yeah. Like, what else is there to
It's not in
discuss
any
here?
of our lists.
Okay, mostly I put Lion King. It's not in like okay. Let's just okay Dumbo. It's in, but Lion King is not mostly because I've watched Lion King before, but I haven't watched Dumbo at all. So and then the trailer looks really promising, and I really like the movies Tim Burton was it produced. Like if Tim Burton is in,
He directing it.
is the, oh he's directing
Directed,
it.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
movie that Tim Burton directed. I usually have a good time watching it.
You like
So
Miss Peregrine, don't you?
I don't know. I really like the how the overall feeling whenever he directed the movie.
Did you
So and
mention
then
about the
Dumbo have
movie,
the
or
Huh?
you said Miss Peregrine?
huh?
Did you mean like the character, or did you mean the movie that Kelvin likes?
Both.
No. I like I
Calvin
like
like
the
Evergreen.
movie. I like the movie that Tim Burton directs mostly because he gives a unique, I guess,
Style.
feeling style.
Yeah,
Yeah, when he's
style.
directing the movie. So that's mostly why. And then the trailer for Dumbo, looks like those movie that you have like you need a strong heart.
Yes.
Suyoi kokoro. Hitsuyo narada.
Get ready with all your tissues.
Oh,
Yeah.
what do you think I'm
And
watching
then
anime right now,
with that,
Kelvin? It's preparation.
yeah.
It's preparation.
So, and then with the fact that I've never watched Dumbo with it, so I'm excited. So
Yeah,
I see that as like a totally new movie for me.
yeah. I've never watched
Yep.
Dumbo either, but like that's the thing though. So I don't know what to expect. That's why I just put it in my honorable. I mean, I guess yeah. We
Kokoro
watched. I
ga
mean,
suyoi.
we mentioned in the previous one, like, oh yeah, the trailer looks
Yeah.
good, and the movie
Feel
looks
free to check
promising.
our previous episode, literally, because we just talked about that deep dive
Yeah,
with The Lion King also. But yeah, Dumbo's exciting, but
yeah.
slightly outside of my top 10.
It's
Alright.
just the reason why I just put it as in like like I'm not fully interested in it, but it's like it's
Yeah,
worth the watch. It's worth the
like
watch.
how I rank this is like if all these movies are playing in the theater and I can only pick 10 to watch, which one I'm gonna do it? And Dumbo is like, yeah, you know what? I can
I mean,
skip
I mean,
watching that one.
realistically,
Like,
Albert, you kind of have to do that because theaters there are expensive, isn't it?
not in my place, luckily.
No,
In
Oh
like
yeah,
no.
since
LA,
you have
in
that
LA it is. In my place, it is.
Cinema in my place is
in your
very
place,
expensive.
Kelvin. So I think you're just picking those top 10 just to be like, okay, I'm gonna watch these this for that year, and that's it.
All right,
I don't want to
Alec,
go
Oh,
broke.
I already made a list of what I'm going to watch for next year.
Oh,
it's basically his top two. Okay,
top two.
Kelvin, Alec, anything else?
No.
No.
I think if people want to find more insight on our like Dumbo talk or whatever,
Yeah,
just check out the previous podcast.
episode 5.
It's
Indeed.
yeah, episode 5.
All right.
Okay,
So
Alec,
now we are going to the top 5, right?
Alec haven't said
Top,
his number 6.
yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, screw up it. You don't get this one.
So number 6, I actually put Captain Marvel.
It's
Oh,
not in
punt,
my.
punt!
But
Ah! I'm using
He
my
only
Captain
likes
Marvel
it because of
shirt.
the actress. Come on.
Oh no, okay,
yeah,
that's a huge
Free
part of it.
Fire.
That's
Free
a huge
Fire.
part of it. Look at
Free
my
Fire! Guys,
look at
Free
my
Fire is so good!
Free
Guys, you
Fire.
have to watch Free Fire! Then we watch it first!
Shit.
Can I skip now? Can I skip?
Wait, I'm still laughing at it because it's oh shit that movie, man. It
Okay,
sucks.
Free Fire is not the best. It's still an okay movie. But I'm excited for Captain Marvel because first the
Oh, yeah.
actress, you guys know, she's my favorite actress. I've been
Yes,
saying that.
yes, we are
But
more than
not
aware.
yet, for the
But yes,
puns!
we're bloody punting that one. Okay.
Bloody punting.
Okay, top 5. Let's get to it finally. Woo! Everyone's
Alright,
cheering,
alright.
waiting, everyone punching their fist in the air. Arek, let's hear it.
Number 5 is Detective Pikachu. I really like.
Not
Okay.
You're just like Albert is looking through all his honorable mentions.
No. I'm like Detective Pikachu's in my list, but it's higher up. So should we punt or should we just talk about it? Let's just talk about it.
I should.
Let-
All right. Fine,
wait, what
fine,
number
talk
is it?
about
What rank is it in your book?
It's number 3.
Wow. Three.
Oh.
Wow. All right.
You know I'm a
alright.
Pokemon fan.
All right.
It's not in my list, by the way.
Yeah,
So pathetic.
let's just talk about it right now.
All right.
Detective-
So
Arek, go ahead.
I put it at number 5 is because like I don't think I thought like when they were announcing like a live action, what do you call it, live action Pokemon movie, you can kind of see that kind of roughly translates to this movie will be shit. I don't know because obviously like if you squint your eyes at that, it kind of sounds like this movie will be shit. Because I'm like, how the hell do you make like a real life Pokemon? Like I've seen artworks of it and they look so scary or just
I know.
plain weird.
I've seen that too.
Dude, I
And
mean,
then
like,
when
they
they
make
actually-
a live action Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. It's so scary.
Oh
Yeah, and then there's that like anything like what like those iconic like animal characters.
At
they
least
put
it's
them
just
in
not live action Mario level. I thought it's not Mario Bros level.
Like yeah, I know.
This is a Sonic level.
It's not Sonic. Okay,
Oh
but
yeah,
anyway,
the
like
new Sonic poster. The new Sonic poster disturbed me.
I saw
I know,
I saw the poster.
I feel so disturbed. It ruins my day.
Anyway, Arek, go on.
Go on,
So
Vic.
basically, like, but when after watching the first trailer, I was actually extremely impressed with how the Pokemon turned out. I was like this, friend. So basically, I was impressed on how it turns out. It looked really nice. I didn't know they can make Ryan Reynolds look cute, but they did. Did I trigger a lot of people by saying that?
I don't think so.
Like, what do you mean? Ryan Reynolds is already cute. No, shut up. Okay, so basically, they were able to like I don't know, like the whole movie in general just looks amazing. Like the Pokemons doesn't look scary at all. They still look
They
like
look fun.
Charizard looks scary.
I don't know. Well, you only got to see him a bit, but he didn't look that. I don't know. He didn't look that much different in like in
Yeah,
comparison to
yeah,
like
I
the
know, I know.
anime.
Uh-huh.
And so the point is like the idea behind the movie and like I guess the part of the story, I guess like it's kind of interesting. It's like it seems like it's a very adventurous movie, and I like that. And I'm not
Alright.
even a big fan of Pokemon. But it's still very interesting nonetheless.
Yep.
It's Ryan Reynolds.
Okay.
That's Deadpool.
So yeah, Detective. As you can tell, I love Pokemon franchise. I played it as a kid, and Pikachu staring to your soul, try to stare into its adorable eyes. That's Ryan Reynolds, by the way. But
It's Ryan Reynolds.
I'm excited for this movie. Do I think it's going to be the greatest movie of all time? No.
No,
Do I think it's going to be horrible?
I doubt.
Possibly. But I'm still excited for this movie because it's Pokemon. I love Pokemon. And the trailer actually excites me. I didn't thought it would work. I didn't thought Ryan Reynolds' voice would work. But it's an interesting take on the story because I never played Detective Pikachu, but I saw like gameplays on YouTube, like the whole. So I know the whole story of the
mm,
game because I watched a full gameplay.
It's
And
probably going to be
this
different
the
though.
story the story is very very complex and very it's a mystery story, so of course it's like complex and like it take twists and stuff. I don't know if they're going to take that the whole story and convert it to a movie, but I like the concept of it, and I just want to see Pokemon in the real world. Like Arik
alright.
said, some of them look cute, some of them looks freaky, like slimy Greninja, which Calvin will probably love because it's a frog, or like Pikachu
So
like
you
this.
actually like the Greninja?
Yeah, you like how Grand Ninja looks actually, so it's all good then.
Alright.
My only complaint is that Jigglypuff is not a balloon because Jigglypuff is obviously the balloon Pokemon, and Jigglypuff looks furry.
And maybe it's
Very
a
furry.
Furry,
furry balloon.
furry balloon.
What is a furry balloon?
It's a balloon for furry. Still,
But yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's my number. That's my number three because I'm excited for it.
Alright.
Okay.
it's your childhood
Uh,
basically.
yep.
Whose turn is it?
Kelvin,
Is it
number five.
yours? Is it yours? Yeah.
My fifth is Toy Story 4.
Oh
Not
shit, that's my number four.
not on my list.
That's my number
Oh,
four.
what? Thought you're a Toy Story fan, man.
That's the thing. I like it so much. I'm afraid the fourth one might ruin it, so that's why it's not in my list.
Uh,
Oh, you're just like
uh,
you feel like they're
no, I
overextending or
put.
something.
I mean, like we only
Yeah,
get to see like very like a short teaser for it.
yeah. The teaser does
I don't
not
know.
bad.
I'm
I
just.
haven't watched
I
it
don't know.
either.
Mostly it's
It's
because
not
it's
bad.
Toy Story, so I'm really. I don't know. Toy Story is usually good, so
Yeah.
not usually.
Yeah,
It's always good. The
it's
trilogy
always
is
good.
good.
It's
So the
always
fourth,
good. Yeah.
the fourth
The
one.
lowest score on Rotten Tomatoes is 98%. The other
Yeah,
two
I
are
know.
100%.
I mean like the fourth one. I honestly I don't think it will. I don't know why, but I don't think it will reach 90 on Rotten Tomatoes or anything.
I mean,
Oh
we're
yeah.
hoping it. We're
Because
hoping
like
it to be good.
the
We're hoping it to be good, but who
yeah,
knows?
but like I don't know the character Forky. I think that's his name. I don't know. I'm kind of like interested on the why he's alive, I guess, and why he's there. Yeah, that's why.
By the way, you know Keanu Reeves is in this movie.
Huh?
Oh, is he gonna be playing the dog? No.
He's playing some toy. Keanu Reeves. I don't know what toy though.
Who? Who?
John Wick action figure.
John Wick.
Keanu Reeves,
Oh,
Calvin. John Wick.
well,
He's he's
I
gonna be playing a John Wick
guess who's
action
gonna
figure.
die?
He's going to start killing all the other toys.
Somebody killed this human, so he's trying to get vengeance for his owner.
No, somebody killed Slinky.
somebody
Yeah, I guess the reason why it's not on my list is like if I live the rest of my life without seeing Toy Story 4, I will be fine with it because I have three other movies to see it. But there are other movies in this list that I have never seen or I'm more excited about, which is why it's not, which is
Uh,
why it's in my list and Toy Story is not.
Alright.
If that make any sense.
Yeah, I
How
guess.
about you, Vic? Why is it on the fourth?
I put it in fourth because it's well basically like you mentioned before, like all the Toy Story movies they're really good, right? So I'm like
Yeah.
so I'm like, oh yeah, this this would do like, I have hopes for that it will do well. I don't I have a feeling that it might not do as well as the previous ones. I kinda agree on that because usually like things usually end in like threes, right? Like the trilogy. So four feels like it's overextending a bit. But I think
Yeah.
it'll like I just have a feeling that it will do well, and I'm also curious about like what will the story be like where will it take place,
That's true.
like because obviously he gave it in Toy Story 3. Andy gave his toys away, right, to the girl. Is it what's her name? Is it
Bonnie.
Bonnie?
Bonnie.
Is it Bonnie? Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, will the continue story like will be with Bonnie or will it be something else? Like I'm not so sure yet. Like I'm not so sure like what will happen. So I'm still curious. Like, will it be like will
Uh,
it be like a completely new story? Like, it's gonna be like it's gonna follow like on a different owner and all that, as
Yeah, that's
opposed to
true.
like Toy Story 1, 2, and 3. Maybe something like that, you know.
alright,
So
makes
basically,
sense.
it's just like this, yeah, the story basically. I'm just interested
Mm-hmm.
on what's going on next.
Alright,
Eh.
so
Okay. So
number four
anything
now?
else? No.
No,
I
All
got
right.
or
nothing
you
else
want
So
to
to
add
we're
do
now.
that?
To
approaching the
that.
top four. Arik, let's hear your number four. Kelvin.
No,
Arik.
that was my number four.
Okay, then
Oh,
Toy
Kelvin.
Story
so
4
me.
is
So my number four now?
Yeah.
yeah.
Hello, boy. Oh.
Wait, what? Hello.
Hello what?
Hello,
Hello
darkness,
what?
my old friend.
I made a typo on my list. I typed it. Hello, boy.
Oh,
Hello
Hello.
boy. Hello
I want to
boy.
watch Hello Boy. I want to watch Hello Boy. That's number
Hello
one. Hello
boy.
Boy.
Hello
Before
boy.
you write it down. Hello.
I'm a Hellboy.
Hello boy.
Okay. Hellboy, not on my list.
How about you, Rick? Is it on
Honorable.
your list, Hellboy? Hello?
Honorable.
Honorable?
Honorable.
Hellboy, it's so high up on my list, mostly because I really like the character of Hellboy. I really enjoy the first two movies. I know it's a reboot, so it's going to be really different. I
Mhm.
read the comics for Hellboy. I really like
Ah.
Mm.
it. Yeah.
Oh wow,
I
you
don't know
get
why.
into
I
it.
just like the whole design for Hellboy so much. The giant hand thing, I forgot the name. And he uses a gun.
Oh, there's
And
a
then
name for
like
it.
if you read the comics, at one point if he goes supernova, like he's angry, his horn is cut off, right? If
Yeah,
he
Yeah,
yeah.
I
goes
think.
if he's angry in the comic at one point his horns will grow but it's all fire. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And then, yeah.
Interesting.
It's like I think I've seen it. It's in the Injustice thing. Injustice 2, the game.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. It's in there.
Yeah.
I think it
It's
also happens
something
in the
like
old
that.
movies. Yeah,
Yeah, it's something like that. So I find it. I don't know. I kind of want to see that on big screen. And also the guy that's playing Hellboy is the. It's not the
The
boy.
Stranger
Stranger
Things
Things.
guy.
Stranger Things guy.
It's the
David
Yeah,
guy
the
from
Harbour.
Stranger
Stranger
Things
Things.
guy.
David Harbour.
I forgot what his name is.
Yeah. The reason why
Yeah.
it's not on my list is the exact opposite reason why it's on your list because I'm not familiar with Hellboy. Never seen any of the
Uh,
movies, never read any of the comics.
uh,
So the only thing I'm excited about is David Harbour, but that's it. So it's not good enough to put me in
You
top
only
10.
know
That's
you
why.
only know the actor, and that's it.
I've never
the,
seen
the
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 previous
fish guy,
movies.
the fish guy from Hellboy is in the shape of water.
No,
Oh yeah,
Alright,
original,
never mind.
the
it's not
original
just
fish guy, the original fish, the original Hellboy movie, not this Hellboy
yeah,
movie.
yeah.
It's
You're
a
not
joke,
saying they're
bro.
connect. You're not saying they're connected, right?
Yeah,
It's a joke.
Doc Jones was in the original Hellboy, not the
It's
upcoming
a
Hellboy.
it's a joke.
I know what Kelvin means. Yeah, I know. There's like this fish guy
Oh, the
in
fish
that
guy.
movie.
Oh,
There's
okay,
a
I
fish
get the
guy
reference.
in that one movie, and I'm like, okay, I
It's a
know.
I
I
joke.
get it.
watched
I get it.
anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah,
alright. I guess
anyway.
it's not much to say because you guys didn't put Hello Boy in your
I
list.
put I
Yeah,
put
hello.
it in honorable mentions
You.
because I don't understand it that as well as you do. I watched the previous
Uh,
movies, yeah, and I thought it
Mhm.
was quite cool. Well, I was like really young when I watched it. I thought it was kind of cool. So I just hope that this remaster would be like it would do a lot better, or it will look a lot
makes
better
sense.
at least.
Yeah,
Yeah. So that's why I don't have
Alright,
much expectations. Just general.
yeah, yeah.
Hello, boy.
alright. So,
Okay, my number four.
Hello Boy.
Hello,
Yeah.
boy.
Exactly. My number four is Hello Boy. No, just kidding.
Is
My
it not
number four. What's my number four? My
honorable
number.
mentions?
Wait,
Well,
what?
that's not an actual
One,
movie,
two,
is it?
three. Have
Good
did you
movie.
guys say wait. Hellboy was your number four, right?
Yeah.
Help.
Top four.
Yeah.
I think I skipped over my number five.
What the fuck?
Who's your
What's your
number
number
five?
five?
My number five is It Chapter 2.
It.
Oh,
Oh, I didn't put that
yeah, you skip it.
anywhere.
It's not even my honorable.
Not
Okay.
I mean,
honorable.
like,
Yeah, not honorable on the
no,
list.
you want me to say my reasoning or your reasoning first? Mine
I want
is
to hear
Both.
your
simple.
I want to hear your reasoning first.
I watched the original, it 1 and 2, chapter 1
Uh-huh.
and 2.
Chapter
So,
the part 2 is
Wait, the
disappointing.
original like the series or what? The
yeah,
The TV
the,
series, the mini
no,
series.
nineteen.
Yeah, the
TV
mini
movie.
series. Yeah, I
TV
watched.
movie.
Yeah,
Right.
the TV movie thing. I watched both of them, one and two. So I'm like, all right. I kind of know. I kind of
What?
maybe know what to expect. I don't know if you're going to change it a lot because like the mini series changed a lot from the book.
Oh,
So I
really?
don't know the reboot. Dude, you want to know what happened in the book?
No.
Mm.
They beat it
Oh wait,
by
you told me
having
this before.
A
Yeah.
turtle, right?
by having no, the turtle helped Bill to fight. Hi Defan.
Yeah, that I know.
Yeah.
Cameo.
So whoa. Sexy.
It's okay, Kai. You're only gonna appear on YouTube for a while. Cool.
Okay, go on.
Hey, Calvin, don't get distracted, you stupid.
Oh yeah. So, so yeah,
The podcast is going great.
mostly because of that, I really enjoy. I not enjoy. I didn't put in my list. Yeah, that. How about you, Vic? Why?
I put it in. I didn't put it in normal. I didn't put it in this because well, it's not like yeah. It's simply because I'm just not interested in it. Just that simple reason. It's just like
That's fair.
Uh,
like
How
I mean
about
no,
you,
like
Vic?
the only It movie I watched is
Oh,
that one.
Yeah,
ah.
the one last year.
Yeah, the one last year. Yeah,
Yeah, that's the
How
thing.
and
about
I
you,
only
Vic?
That's the first It movie is the first horror movie I've ever seen on theaters ever.
really,
Oh,
huh?
Yeah, you
Really
know
on
even
theaters.
though I'm not a big horror. I'm a I'm a pussy in terms of horror movie before It. Now I'm starting to enjoy horror movie. I've started watching Conjuring. I've started watching.
I thought you
Uh,
watched Conjuring before on the theater.
no, it's you and
Oh
me,
no.
really?
Vic.
I
I
watched
know. I thought he
the
was with
first time I
us. I thought
watched
he was with
Conjuring was
us.
this Halloween. Literally, this Halloween, October. That's the first time I watched Conjuring. So I'm starting to like horror. I'm starting to brave myself. But It was the first ever, so it sort of have like this strong bond inside of me. So I'm excited for it, chapter two.
Every time.
I like the director Andre Muschietti. I think he's gonna do well, and I know the in terms of the TV movie, they say the second part was the weaker part of it.
Yeah, I know it is very bad.
But
Is it
you
when
know,
they're adults? I'm confused.
yeah, if they're
Yeah,
adults,
yeah.
they're
Okay.
like 27 years later they come back or something like that. But yeah, it has great cast: James McAvoy, Jessica Chastain, Bill Hader, and yeah, I'm just excited for this one.
Okay.
Okay,
So
Oh,
so that was
you
my
like
five.
on an unrelated note, you want to know what's the scariest movie I've ever watched? No, the scariest scene from a movie I've ever watched.
No, we're not telling that story.
is
We're
it
not telling the story again.
is
All
it
right, let's go.
is
Okay,
it
let's
the
move on.
is it where the rain is in the basement?
That story will be for an additional Patreon only, which doesn't exist podcast. We should do
All right,
Patreon. We
all
should
right.
do Patreon eventually and do that.
So we are going to number three now.
You passed my
It's
number
num-
5 and 4, so I'm gonna say my
it's
number
number
4, which is
four.
All right.
It's number four.
Star
Oh
Wars
yeah,
Episode
I
9.
forgot.
Star Wars
Star
Episode
Wars.
9.
No, Rose
No,
is
Wait,
still
what?
alive.
if Rose is still alive, I
No,
don't want it.
it's not on your list.
If Rose is
No.
still alive, I don't want it.
Yep.
Fuck Rose.
If,
I don't
if
care.
Rose is
Oh, the
still
thing,
alive, it's
here,
not it. I'm not. When you sent
Calvin.
me the list, but I saw a little blur on it. I was like, "What is that? I can't see through it."
I know. I have a feeling a
Maybe
lot
if
of people
Rose
might.
died, that thing will get cleared up. I don't know.
You know, there's actually a lot of people who actually like Rose as a character, so they might get like really angry at us. But you know what? I don't give a fuck. She sucks.
I'm
Pussy.
still, I'm still trying to process. I'm still trying to process this. Okay, you hate Rose, but this is Star Wars we're talking about.
I hate
Yeah, I
Rose
know,
so
but
much.
she's
I hate
not in
Star
it.
Wars.
Whatever Rose is, will hate the movie.
Our
She's gonna.
list is
If
definitely
Rose
not
is in
controversial at
Jumanji, I'm
all.
gonna hate Jumanji. If Rose is in back of in back
Here,
in the
here. If
future,
Rose,
I'll hate it.
if suddenly Thanos, Rose appear in MCU, I hate MCU.
Oh
Yeah,
my god.
instantly. He erased
Guys,
off the fan base with a snap.
don't hate the character is the right thing. But
See the writing. I didn't even think
well,
the Last Jedi was that strong.
okay,
The writing and everything.
The Last Jedi wasn't the best Star Wars movie, but it's still I'm
No, it wasn't.
excited.
I'd
I
rather
love
watch the prequel.
aside from Rose, I
Luke
love
even hate his own character.
Kylo Ren is one of the best Star Wars villain we've seen. Aside from Darth Vader, obviously, Rey's a great protagonist. John Boyega's Finn is exciting. Oscar Isaac. I don't know what they're gonna do with Princess Leia because we know the late Carrie Fisher has passed.
Yeah.
I wanna see Ghost Luke Skywalker hunting Kylo Ren. That will be exciting. I
Ghost.
don't know what they're gonna do with this.
He's gonna haunt Kylo Ren.
I don't know what they're gonna do with this trilogy now because they have to wrap it up in this trilogy. I don't know what they're gonna do, how they're gonna
Totally.
end it. We know the Knights of Ren was featured in the first movie, sort of. I heard they're gonna be in this movie, so there's gonna be a lot more lightsaber battle because we didn't see any lightsaber battle in the Last Jedi. So I'm excited for this one. We don't know the title yet, but it just excites me, you know. By the way, real quick speculation. What do you think title will be? Go.
What do you think? What?
Pedo?
Title.
Death of Rose. I
I
don't
will-
know.
That of Rose.
Awaken.
as long as it's not Star Wars Episode 9 Jar Jar returns, I'm good.
I'd rather have Jar Jar than Rose.
The return of Jar Jar. No.
No.
The Return of
Alright.
Dak. Return of Dak.
Okay, all right. Number 3.
Dak. 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 Dak's gonna return.
Very underrated character. All right, I already said my number 3 because it was Detective Pikachu. Calvin, Arek, what's your number 3?
What's your number?
My
three?
number 3 is Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Oh,
did we?
okay.
Did we not?
We haven't
we
talked
didn't
about
discuss that yet. Yeah, you
No,
and
it was
Homer,
my
you
number
can talk
10.
about it.
Okay, let's talk about it.
Alright. First of all, stellar cast. That cast makes me go, oh!
Can I say the cast right now?
I mean, like, later. And then,
Okay.
and then, the director is Quentin Tarantino. Dude,
Yeah,
it's
I saw
Quentin
that.
Tarantino.
I saw the
I know.
director. Yeah.
You don't need to know anything else.
Exactly.
Quentin Tarantino. It's going to be
Am I
good.
supposed to? Can I expect an excessive violence?
Yeah, no
I really
shit.
hope
Arek.
Indeed. And
I
excessive
really hope-
language.
I really hope it's
And
in there.
smart writing. Smart writing is what Tarantino is about, man. And foot fetish.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're gonna see that foot fetish. That's for sure.
Yeah. Alright, but why is it on number 10?
First of all, like you said, the cast is this is probably one of the best casts we've seen. Margot Robbie, Kurt Russell, DiCaprio, Brad Pitt, Dakota Fanning, Al Pacino is in a. I don't think Al Pacino have been in any Tarantino
Recent.
movie before. Timothy
Isn't it recent?
Oliphant, Tim Roth is gonna be back. Of course, we've seen Tim Roth on Tarantino. James Marsden with Cyclops, Luke Perry, Damian Lewis. There's I can keep going, but I'm not gonna. It's a crazy cast. It's an interesting story because I don't know if you guys are familiar with the what's that called? It's the murder of what is it? There is a famous murder in Hollywood. Basically, that's what they're going to be about.
Oh, it's about that?
The Manson family murder. I believe the Manson family are like. Is the Manson family the murderers or the one who got murdered? I'm not familiar with this is a real story, by the way. But there is like this like a celebrity that got killed by like a serial killer, and that was a big part of it. And I think Tarantino is doing a kind of a retelling of this. Calvin, wait, you're just smiling. I don't know what you're thinking right now.
I think
I don't know what else to say, man.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
okay.
waiting.
But yeah.
He's waiting on
But
you.
yeah,
God damn it.
But you know how in
But-
Inglorious Bastards,
But
he
I have to
rewrote
leave
he
soon, I
rewrote his.
guess.
Oh really?
I guess, yeah.
Okay.
Well, maybe. I'm sorry.
That's fine. Well, yeah. Do you just want to say your number 2 and number 1 real quick, so me and Arik can finish up the podcast, which is both of us.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I'm very. I think you can guess my number 2 at one bird at this point.
Captain Marvel and Avengers Endgame.
Oh my goodness, Captain Marvel.
Every time he sees Captain Marvel, he thinks of Free Fire and he's like, fuck that.
No, bro. It's the Joker.
Oh,
The
Joker.
Joker
Okay,
movie.
Joker and Endgame. All right. Okay. Thank you, Calvin. Do you wanna before you leave? Do you wanna have sign out? Like tell us
Oh,
your
wait.
online
Wait,
plugs.
my honorable mention. Just so you
Huh?
know,
Yeah.
I'll tell you one of my honorable mention. You didn't put it in the list, so screw you. It's the missing link.
Which one is that?
Oh
I think I've heard of it.
no,
Yeah.
the trailer sucks for that.
Oh wait, mas 10 menit lagi. Oh ya udah, 10 more minutes.
Okay, he'll be back for 10 more minutes. We have time. Let's get to it. We already spoiled his number 2 and number 1, which shouldn't be a surprise. But yeah, Arik, number 2,
It's
what
not a
is it?
surprise anymore.
We know all our number 1. What's your number 2, Arik?
Number 2. Should I even
3%.
mention number 3?
What's your number 2?
My
Oh
number
yeah, wait, no, what's your number 3?
number 3 is The Lion King. I think you mentioned it
Oh.
before in the lower.
Yeah, you punted that.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah,
punted that.
punted.
Didn't you
Oh, yeah,
mention
big
it in
boy.
the... Well,
Okay,
what was...
real quick, Lion King. We all know it's exciting. John Favreau, he's coming back. If you
Yeah,
want to see
obviously.
full recap once again, check out our previous podcast. But yeah, it's exciting.
Yeah,
It's-
I mean, I know they expect like I'm pretty sure you guys would probably expect like certain explanation, but really, just watch our previous podcast. It kind of like it explains
it's all there,
in full
yeah.
detail like why The Lion King is one of
By
my
the way,
most
I heard
anticipated.
confirmation that the only songs that's gonna be there is "Circle of Life." I just can't wait to be king. Can you
Okay.
feel the love tonight? Hakuna Matata. Is that
So I,
four?
get, well, I mean the iconic songs are
They
still
said fresh.
there.
I forgot what's the one more, but yeah,
They
The
make a new one?
iconic songs are still there.
yeah, they are.
I mean, and also disclaimer. I've never actually watched The Lion King, or I mean, like I have, but I just don't remember it that well because I was like so young, and I didn't understand English. So that's why I can't say I've watched it. So yeah, that's why I'm excited. I've never really watched The Lion King, and I want it to.
Okay, Calvin. By the way, before you leave, just send us your list through our private chat, and we will like compile it later, just in case.
Alright.
Um,
Alright.
Arik, what's your number 2?
My number 2 is Spider-Man: Far From Home.
Okay.
You want? Alright. Wait, you want me to tell my reasoning first before I left?
Yes,
So,
go ahead.
Yeah.
Because we don't
Yeah.
really talk about Endgame. We know it.
This one is on my number 10 mostly because I don't know. It's Spider-Man. I
Stereo.
guess it's good. It's good and all, but like I don't know. It's like Mysterio. I don't really like him as a character. But then the one thing that
Jake Gyllenhaal's playing
intrigue
Mysterio.
me, the one thing that really intrigues me to watch Spider-Man Far From Home is mostly because he's using the Spider-Man Noir costume.
Sort
Is
of.
he actually
It's
using
homage
noir?
to- It's an homage.
Yeah,
to-
yeah.
It's not exactly
I
noir,
saw-
isn't it?
No, it is.
I know,
not.
but like they call it that, so I don't know.
It's-
Just like
they call
I
it
mean,
stealth
they just
suit. Oh,
title it.
wow.
Yeah, they just title it that, but it's not exactly. It's not actually noir.
Yep.
I know, but like I don't know, man. All the Instagram stuff I look at, they said, "Oh, Spider-Man
See.
Noir." I was like, "Whoa."
Yeah, because fanboys think it's noir. It's not confirmed.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I really
The
like
trailer
the
is-
Spider-Man Noir mostly because I played Shattered Dimension.
Don't
So
dimension.
that
But
is
yeah,
Yeah, I played that too.
after seeing Into the Spider-Verse once again, I just came back. That movie's amazing, and I'm now more excited to see more Spider-Man more than ever. So yeah,
it's too expensive.
Oh yeah, it's out. Yeah. God
Yeah.
damn it! My parents wanted to watch Aquaman instead. Oh bullshit.
I heard some okay reviews for Aquaman. I heard Bumblebee and Into the Spider-Verse are the good ones, and Mary
Yeah.
Poppins.
But I'd rather watch Into the. I missed it. Not missed. I haven't watched Wreck-It Ralph or Into the Spider-Verse. That's why
Hmm.
really wanted
If you have to
to.
choose one, go with Into the Spider-Verse. But
What's
yeah,
your number 2, Bert?
Captain Marvel.
Oh, ew.
Oh, all right. I
Obviously.
mean, I put that as number 6. Yeah, I put that as number 6.
Yeah, let's just our final 2 is all superhero, so let's just like combine it all
Can
together.
we say it together? Our number 1.
Yeah, Avengers Endgame.
I meant say it together. God damn it.
Okay, let's do it again. Cut that. That's never happening. Okay, say it all together.
Three.
Edit that out.
Top
No.
one in 3, 2, 1. Avengers
Cheers.
Endgame.
And yeah, well, it's pathetic. Never mind.
Everyone knows them.
We are in sync always.
In the you
Everyone
can sync
got
it up.
delayed.
But yeah, Avengers Endgame. Obviously, Calvin Joker is exciting. We all know it's going to be a one.
Joker, I wanted. It's my number 2 mostly because I don't know. I have high hope on Joaquin Phoenix.
Same.
Right.
So I'm assuming it's Heath Ledger like performance. But
Okay.
better.
All right, Calvin, you have to go.
Yeah, I have to go. All right.
Can you send us your list and feel free to sign out?
I
Like
will.
tell us where you can find you on social media while we wrap up with Arik.
You can
Yes.
find me in Instagram in KYAce27. All right, I have to go.
Our video watchers have exclusive house tour from Kelvin right now.
All right.
This
See you
apartment.
next time. Goodbye.
Thank you, Kelvin.
All right.
All right, Arik.
That's great.
Okay, Spider-Verse.
Spider-Verse. I haven't watched that yet, man.
Spider-Man Far From Home. Far From Home. I
Yeah.
heard the trailer has dropped in Brazilian Comic Con, and I've heard that it looks better than any previous Spider-Man movie, especially Mysterio. They say they embrace the fishbowl, so I'm
Yeah.
excited
Yeah.
for it. And Jake Gyllenhaal. Did
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
see his Instagram post, Jake Gyllenhaal?
No, I don't know. I don't think so. Why?
He made an Instagram just for this movie. Literally, he just made it like a few weeks ago, and his first post is him reading a Spider-Man comic with a picture of Mysterio, and then he did this. He basically did this. What the? And then it cut, and then the caption was like, "Wait, I'm not playing Spider-Man."
Oh man.
The best
Have you
part is
heard?
Ryan Reynolds. The best part, Ryan Reynolds commented on it. Yeah, I just realized I'm not playing Spider-Man either. And Tom Holland chimed in, of course, and I am playing Spider-Man
Wait. Okay. So apparently, so the trailer has been released. I mean, like not
in
not to,
Brazil.
not to the public. I mean,
Yes.
all right, right,
So yeah,
right.
I'm excited what
So
they're gonna do with because general people think Spidey's dead. We know he's not. So I'm
yeah,
excited what they're gonna do with
yeah.
him.
It's basically just the story perspective. Like we all saw him turn to dust. Oh, Mister Stark, I don't feel so good.
I think it's gonna be in Europe. I think it's gonna be in Europe. So that's
Like
gonna
I
be
don't
exciting.
understand where the story will like how or where the story will take place. I'm just like confused. I'm a bit confused in that part, but that's why it's like
Yeah,
more reason why I want to watch. It's just I just want to know. And Mysterio, I don't have good knowledge of what he is like as a character.
he's an illusionist.
Yeah, basic like yeah. So, but I did play that video game Kelvin mentioned, Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions.
What the hell,
Go
Councilman?
home, sod off. I mentioned his name once, and now he's here.
Wait, is this a Mysterio illusion or what? I have no
I
idea.
think it's a Mysterio illusion. I literally mentioned the name Kelvin when you
Okay,
opened up the
let's
call.
disregard this freak for for audio only listener. Calvin just came back to the call. I don't know why.
I'm walking
Okay.
to
Kelvin
McDonald's.
said
Well,
you left the
you
session
better
just to
mute
walk to
yourself
a
once you go into
McDonald's.
McDonald's because it's gonna be crowded and it might throw in the audio feed.
I know it will ruin the idea, so I'm going to turn
Okay,
it
so
off
yeah,
soon.
we talk about Far From Home. I'm just gonna. We don't really need to talk about Endgame, right? We know why the reasoning is.
So
I'm just gonna talk.
we know what's going to happen. I mean, I haven't
I'm
watched
just
trailers, so don't tell me about it.
you don't have to. Doesn't reveal anything. I'm just gonna talk
Oh,
about Captain Marvel because you guys put it sort of low, I put it high. Um, Brie Larson is my favorite actress of all time. I've said it over and over and over.
Free fire! Free
I still
fire!
support Free Fire. My parents hate Free Fire. My sister hates Free Fire. You guys hated Free Fire. I do not hate Free Fire. Hey, listen.
this is gonna be
I do
lame.
not. I do not hate Brie. I do not hate Brie. I do not hate Free Fire. But I wouldn't watch it again either, if that makes any sense. But hey, Brie Larson in the Room is spectacular. She's in
Haven't
21 Jump
watched.
Street. She's amazing in
Wait,
21 Jump Street. She's
the
amazing in
room.
Scott Pilgrim.
I love the room.
Not the Room. But yes, Captain Marvel. I read. Okay, I've never really liked the Captain Marvel character until I read Kelly Sue DeConnick's run on Captain Marvel, and it hooked me into the character so much that it intrigues me. Captain Marvel is a very flawed character. Like in the case for Tony, how he's an alcoholic playboy. Captain Marvel is a. It's like she's a. As a character, you could call her a dick, but she's heroic, and which is why I like that. Like Steve Rogers, uh, Steve Rogers, if he got beat up and he fall down, he's gonna get back up because that's the right thing to do. if Captain Marvel got beat up and she fall down, she's gonna get back up because fuck you. That's basically it. And that's
Because
why
fuck you.
that's
Brilliant.
Captain Marvel, and it's exciting. I hope Brie Larson portrays that character. And
Alright, bye
luckily
bye.
enough, okay, see you, Calvin. Luckily enough, this shirt, if you're seeing it, higher, further, faster. That is also the
Oh,
same.
I
That's
thought it
the
said toaster. Never mind.
this is Captain Marvel. This is exact the first ever issue I read of Captain Marvel. The title is higher, further, faster. So it's such a
Mhm,
coincidence that I found this shirt.
mhm.
So it's exciting. But yeah, Captain Marvel number two.
All right. Should I discuss mine or not?
What?
Because I put it
Why
at number
Captain
six.
Marvel?
Yeah, I put that at
Yeah,
number
go
six.
ahead.
All right. So I put it at number six because, well, one, it's made by Marvel. We all know that their movies are like really good right now. They're doing well. They've been doing well.
Hope so.
It seems
Hope so.
like,
I don't want to jinx it.
yeah, I know you don't want to jinx it, but still, like, I still think the movie's gonna be good. I know a lot of people like say like, oh, the movie's gonna be bad, or like they don't give a shit about Captain Marvel. Like,
Yeah.
to me, like, yeah, I don't really give a shit about Captain Marvel either, but I'm not saying like it's gonna be bad, you know? Like, I think the movie's gonna be like solid. It's a solid movie, and I noticed that in the
Mhm.
trailer, they
The
tried to make
trailer.
her look more human, you know, like relatable in a way, like with her backstories and everything. She, like, it's to show that she's not Captain America, you know, who's like, he's like
Yeah.
you know, who's depicted as like valiant and strong and all that. But she's
Hmm.
more like, they're trying to make her like more down to earth. Like,
I
yeah,
can
you
see
know what
that.
I mean.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
trailer
yeah. So
isn't
I
the
think
best thing in the world, but yeah, still.
I don't know the trailer was a bit
Yeah,
wasn't
it
really
wasn't. It.
it didn't hype me up. It didn't hype me up. I'll admit that.
I can see that.
But it's still, like, I think it's still gonna be, I think the movie's gonna be solid, so that's why I'm still
Hope
gonna
so.
be, what I'm looking forward to watching it. Yeah, that's why.
All right. I guess yeah. Uh, I guess that's all our list. Before we recap everything and like try to make a compilation, which is like the most fun part, I guess. Uh, you want to say any other honorable mentions you have?
Did I mention any? I think I literally wrote in in honorable Disney remakes, as in the live action, like say, Dumbo, Aladdin. I'm still willing to watch that. Like it may be interesting.
Yeah,
And my Steam, the Blue Smith. If people don't understand that, again, watch the
that's
previous
from last
episode.
episode. Recommended on video form, but you can still. Oh well, it's not out on audio because I'm rolling it out slowly, but you can find it on video.
Yeah,
Uh,
when it's out.
yeah, but talking about Disney, do you realize how
Yeah.
many of our movies are Disney? Avengers, Captain
Yeah,
Marvel,
yeah, I
Star
know. A lot
Wars,
of them are related to
Lion
Disney.
King. Well, Spider-Man is Sony, but sort of still. We
Uh,
got Dumbo,
my
Toy Story 4. It's insane.
my top four is all Disney. Only Detective Pikachu that's not.
Not to mention, even though Frozen 2 maybe not as much as not on our list, but Frozen 2 is gonna make a lot of money.
Yeah, definitely. Like people, definitely kids are gonna like girls are gonna watch it.
Yeah. My honorable mention, I have How to Train Your Dragon Hidden World, Dumbo, John Wick 3, Aladdin, Godzilla King of Monsters, just because that
Yeah.
running Godzilla in the trailer is freaky. The Man in, it is like the Man in Black spin-off. I'm excited. Do you know about this one? The Man in Black spin-off?
I did heard of it, but I don't like see
It's
any
gonna it's
news
gonna be
about
a
it.
buddy cop of Chris Hemsworth and Tessa Thompson, and I'm excited because those two alone are fantastic.
Oh, all right,
We,
all right. So
we
it's not
know
gonna
we
be Will
know
Smith and
no.
Robert De Niro.
Chris Hemsworth, it's unfair, man. It's unfair that he's such a good actor, so good looking, so fit, and yet so funny. It's unfair.
It's unfair. True,
But
true.
yeah, Man in Black spinoff is there. Toy Story 4. I'm surprised none of us sets Shazam because it was supposed to be
I
my number
was
10, but I switched it out.
I was gonna put it as my number 10, but then I'm like, after I was never really a big
Yep.
fan of the
DC fans are gonna hate
DC.
us. We're getting paid by Disney, by the way, guys. No, we're not.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey,
Monster Hunters, if you want to sponsor us, feel free. We'll take your sponsor. we, we promote that game so many times today. And Zombieland 2 is my honorable mention. Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle 2.
I
Like
don't
I
know why
told you,
they're making a
I
second
have
one of that.
13.
Like, it's one of those movies I didn't ask for.
Yeah, and Terminator 6 is
I
also in my
swear to
honorable
God,
mention.
I'm gonna mute this fuck. I am so done with him. Can I mute him?
Terminator 2. Kelvin, your audio is very rough. By the way, Terminator 6 is in my honorable mention also. And my last honorable mention before we get to the list is Brightburn. Have you guys heard of Brightburn?
No. No, I don't
Okay,
think so. No, I'll
I
Google
saw
it.
the trailer. I saw the trailer 2 days ago, and it intrigues me. And basically, it's produced by James Gunn, and the concept is it's okay. Man of Steel. Imagine if the exact same events of Man of Steel happen, but instead of Clark Kent being a good guy, this is becoming a psychotic Clark Kent, and it's a mass murderer.
Oh shit, yeah. Wait, but is it like
It's a horror Superman movie. That is exciting to me.
wow? But it's not Superman, is it?
No, I don't think they have the rights for it, but they literally have it's because it's an alien crash landing to a farm, and a group of parents adopt that alien, but that alien can fly, have laser eyes, have super strength, have super speed. So I think they're using this concept of basically what will happen if Superman is what if it's a bad Superman that kills people, and that's exciting. I can't believe that people never done that before.
That's really interesting. Damn.
Yeah, I
Holy
almost
shit.
have it in my list, but yeah, did you just saw the trailer?
No, I didn't watch the trailer. I just, just saw the, what do you call it? Just the
Pictures?
IMDb in general, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
it
like,
looks it looks exciting. It
I
looks
might take a
dark.
look at this one. Damn, that's actually
Okay,
quite
so
cool.
I know. See, you learn new things every day. All right, let's try to wrap up. I'm opening Kelvin's list. Let's try to see our rankings. Obviously, number one is Endgame, right?
Yeah, and games for everyone.
Endgame, the Joker.
Kelvin, I know your list. You don't have to chime in. We're kicking you out of your own podcast. Okay, Endgame is number one. Uh, Arek, what was your number two?
Spider-Man Far From Home.
Kelvin, have that at number 10. What's your ranking for Captain Marvel?
6.
Holy shit. Kelvin don't have Captain Marvel in the list. Oh my god, I'm disappointed. Okay. Number 6. Okay, so Joker. Do you have Joker, Arek?
No, I didn't put Joker.
So
Not even in my
Far
honorable.
From Home is by default our number 2.
Alright.
Okay, I'm trying to see our commonalities. Calvin don't have Detective Pikachu. You don't have Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, right?
No, I didn't put that in.
Do you have you have How to Train Your Dragon? You don't have Godzilla. You don't have
No,
Zombieland. You don't have Dumbo. You don't have Toy Story. You have Toy Story 4. I don't have that.
I,
You don't have Hellboy.
yeah, I put that
Okay,
in
so
honorable.
surprisingly, the only thing that
Alright,
all three of
actual
us.
goodbye.
Just,
Okay, bye,
just
Calvin.
exit the call.
Thank God, Calvin's gone. Just kidding,
Like,
Calvin. Don't
he
hate
sees
us.
that on the replay and he's like, "What? You guys didn't want to do it without me?"
Yeah, okay. Surprisingly, the only thing that all three of us have is only Endgame and Far From Home, if I'm reading this correctly.
Yeah.
Okay,
I know.
so all right, so that means let's see our possible candidate for number. Wait, you don't have Joker, eh?
I didn't put Joker.
Joker is down for me. Captain Marvel is quite high for you, right?
It's 6, yeah.
6. Joker is lower for me. So Captain Marvel is number 3 then by default.
Alright. Makes sense.
And I think Joker should, because Calvin have Joker at number 2. I have it number 9. You don't have it, so we should have Joker. There is a potential that we're not gonna have Star Wars in this list, which is gonna be controversial for the audience. They're like, "What the heck? This podcast sucks."
Well,
5 stars.
have we never even mentioned like this is our like own opinion?
I know. That's
and I
true.
said
It's personal.
and I said that I hate that shit.
Just to be fair, we all of us love Force Awakens, right?
The Force Awakens was nice. I like that.
Yeah. Okay. Detective Pikachu. You have that in your list, right?
Number 5.
Number 5. I have it number 3. Calvin's number 3 is
Yeah.
Once Upon a Time, which is my number 10. So Detective Pikachu is below Joker.
All right.
Wow. I just wrote down Detective Joker. I want to see Detective Pikachu fight Joker. There you go. Okay.
What if it's like Pikachu, but he looks like he's wearing like Joker makeup? He's
Oh
like green.
no.
He's like green.
Pika Deadpool already freaks me out.
Pika Deadpool.
Okay, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is number 4. Then wait, what's your number? What's your number 3?
Lion King.
Okay. Once Upon a Time or Lion King? My Lion King is higher. Okay, Lion King first, then Once Upon a Time.
What are them?
Time in Hollywood. Okay, and then what's this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Number 8. Star Wars is out, I think.
Yeah.
It Chapter 2 is out, right? Because you guys don't have it.
Yeah, we didn't have it.
Okay. We already have Far From Home. You guys have Glass? No?
No, I didn't. We didn't put Glass because
Okay. I think everything
haven't
that's
watched
in
it.
my list that's solo has been in there. Okay. Do you have what's your number 4?
Number 4. That's Toy Story 4.
Okay, Toy Story 4 should be there.
Wait, was it in your list? I don't remember.
No,
Oh, it
it's
wasn't
not.
in your list.
It's not in my
You
list.
said it. You said you didn't want to
Yeah,
jinx it or something.
yeah. Like I don't need to watch it, but Hellboy.
It's
Do
there.
you have Hellboy?
I put it in honorable. Like, shouldn't that
Okay.
kind of affect maybe?
If I mean like it depends if we have enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 more. Do you have Dumbo?
Dumbo, I put it in honorable as well.
Okay. You're looking at Kelvin's list, right?
No, I didn't look at Kelvin's list. Why?
Okay. Is any of this in your list? Dumbo, Zombieland 2, How to Train Your Dragon,
How to Train Your
Godzilla?
Dragon is 3. King of Monsters is in honorable.
Wait. Okay. How to Train Your Dragon is in your list?
Yeah, it's 10. It's the 10th. Yeah.
Okay. How to Train Your Dragon. What's it called? Hidden Kingdom? Hidden The Lost
Hidden
World?
Is it? It's Hidden
Hidden
World.
World. I'm combining Jurassic Park and Hidden Kingdom.
Hidden Kingdom. The Hidden World.
Hidden World? Hidden World?
The Hidden World.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, one more. Wait, I'm looking at the wrong list. Oopsie.
Oh shit.
Okay, let's see this. I'm sorry for audio only listeners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, yeah, one more. None of us have anything in common or anything else. So
we have to go to the honorable a bit. I mean, my honorable is limited to 4, yeah. So
okay, tell me your honorables.
King of Monsters, Hellboy, Aladdin, and Dumbo.
Okay, well, nothing on my list is in there. Like in my main list, like you don't have it, you don't have Glass, you don't have.
It's very
So,
divergent.
I'll put King of Monsters. What did you say? King of Monsters, Aladdin, and Dumbo.
Yeah, and Hellboy.
I'm more excited to see King of Monsters, so let's put it in number 10.
Didn't Kelvin put Hellboy at like number 3 or something?
That's true. Should we honor him? Should we honor him with that?
I mean, it kind of makes sense. Like King of Monsters is not on your list, isn't it?
It's gonna be in my honorable. It's gonna be in my honorable mention.
I think number 3 and honorable beats honorable and honorable. You know what I mean?
So what are you saying?
So it's Hellboy then. So I think it's Hellboy's in there then, technically.
I'm sad that my number 4 is not in it. Number 5, Star Wars. Star Wars is not in it. That's insane. I'm bugged by that. Star Wars is not in this thing.
I mean, I was disappointed with the Last Jedi. What was the previous one? The Solo. Solo was alright.
Solo,
I guess.
yeah, Solo was.
Alright, it's watchable. It's watchable. Solo.
I rather watch Last Jedi like 5 times than watch Solo. Solo is boring to me.
Solo is kind of boring, but Last Jedi
did I watch it with you?
fun.
I think I did watch it with you.
How fun? What?
Solo.
Solo? I think we watched Solo, was it?
I think we almost did a review together, and then we didn't end up doing a review together.
I think that was, or was it another one? What movie?
By the way,
I can't remember.
By the way, guess what? I wrote down Hello Boy instead of Hello Boy. Okay,
Hello Boy.
I'm gonna send you the list, and then we're gonna do like Remember how we do the banging and the reading thingy?
Yeah, let me just like open line or
Mhm.
in my laptop.
Yep. I'm gonna send you the list. By the way, guys, don't forget if you enjoy this, if you even if you dislike it, even if you dislike this podcast, give it a 5-star review.
Yeah,
tell
like just
tell all
write
the
like worst podcast ever, 5 out of 5.
exactly that's what we want. Okay, Arek, Phil,
Hang
talk to
on.
the talk to the audience about something as I'm typing out the list. There's no dead air.
Hang on. My messages are syncing. No. All right. Start from number 10, right? Okay.
Have you seen any good movies recently?
Good movies. What was my most recent one? Uh, shit. What was my most recent one? What was that movie called? I completely forgot it. Completely
Creed,
forgot about it. Huh?
Creed.
Not Creed. No, not Creed. No, it was something else. Oh
Okay.
no, it was the last one I was watching, the Fantastic Beast. Shit, I almost
Yep.
forgot. It's
Okay,
when I
I sent you the list, Arek.
I know. Hang on, my line keeps restarting and whatever. It's being a dick. Okay, there it
Okay.
is. Got
I'll
it.
bang. You'll just read the whole thing. I'll just bang all the way. Okay.
Okay, so I'll just say things like at number 10 we have
I'll say the numbers. You just say the movie.
All right, thank
All right.
go ahead.
The top 10 Councilmen most anticipated movies of 2019. Yeah.
Why am I banging? That was your job.
Yeah. I'm gonna bang. Okay.
Oh, okay, you're
At,
gonna bang.
at number 10.
We have Hello Boy.
Hellboy.
Hello Boy.
Classic,
Hello
iconic
Boy.
character Hellboy.
Classic.
Hellboy.
That's Hellboy. Hellboy.
At number 9.
We have How to Train Your Dragon, The Hidden World.
The Hidden Kingdom. At
Kingdom
number 8.
World.
Number 8.
At number 8, we have Toy Story 4.
Kids.
Kids.
At number 7.
We have Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I have no idea what it is. Wait, you wrote
I
Hollywood.
messed up. I messed up. Okay. All right.
Alright.
At number 6.
Yeah. Yeah, it's number 6.
Yeah. What is it, Tarek? We're waiting.
Oh, there. At number 6, we have Hakuna Matata, The Lion King.
Number 5. Pikachu.
We have Pikachu. I can't do the Pikachu. I'm gonna ask. Is she online? Nah, never mind. My friend can do a Pikachu voice, but she's not.
Oh, really?
She's not online.
All right.
Yeah,
Number 4.
we have Joker. I don't even know what's it about, by the way. But you know what? I'll just ask you later.
We'll talk after. And numero 3.
We have Free Fire. Free Fire. Captain Marvel. No, it's not Free Fire.
Captain Marvel it is. Brie Larson, baby. Number 2.
We have I Don't Feel So Good.
I recommend Spider-Verse, by the way. And
Spider-Man
number
Far From Home.
1.
We have obvious
Star Wars:
Avengers.
The Last
Oh.
Jedi. Wait, what?
No,
not
Albert,
even-
no.
it's not
Now
even-
everyone has stopped watching the podcast. No, we have Avengers Endgame.
Controversial. Number 1, Brightburn. Wait, what? Avengers Endgame. There you go. That is our
Avengers
list.
Endgame. I like how we
anyone
didn't
can-
discuss. I like how we didn't discuss Endgame, but I have a
Which is
feeling
number
everyone knows.
is like
Everyone
number
knows
1.
like why. It's like it's too obvious. Like, oh yeah, obviously we're
Yeah.
Marvel fans and we
Hellboy, Avengers,
suck
Dragon, Toy
game.
Story 4, Once Upon a Time, liking the Joker, Captain Marvel, Spider-Man from Home, Endgame. All right, so yeah, that is the list. What is your personal top 10 list anticipated for next year? If you're watching on YouTube, tell in the comment section below. If not, feel free to tag us on Instagram or Twitter. Arik is at Arik Andrea. I'm at J.A. Dharma. Or you can also tell your top 10 list in the reviews for Apple Podcasts. Once again, it's at the Councilmen. This should be out, I think, first week of January. for audio only and video. I'm gonna release them at the same time. This is pre-recorded, obviously. So yeah, Arek, you want to say anything else before we wrap up?
Ah, well, if you disagree with our list, we can kind of understand why, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we'll be very honest. Yeah, we can kind of understand why if you don't agree with our list. But if you do disagree with our list, yes, we do
I
like
think
to know
I
what
think
your
they will
list is.
disagree with the fact that we don't have Star Wars in it. I feel like
Yeah, yeah.
even though people
I mean,
dislike might
okay,
dislike
like
Last Jedi, but I think people are still excited for it.
if you think there's a movie that should be on our list, I mean, do write in the comments. Tell us like why do you think it should be on the list? You might have your own reasons. We want to know like different perspectives. It's nice to know
Such as Hello
interaction.
Boy
Hello,
or
hello, boy,
yep.
or Free Fire 2.
Free Fire has exists. Oh, Free Fire 2. I don't want to watch Free Fire 2, honestly.
All
But yeah,
right, that's all I gotta add.
okay, so yeah, guys, thank you for watching and sticking and listening to this podcast.
We hope we
We're
didn't confuse you with the technical difficulties suffered from our Japanese friend.
yep,
That was
and
we were kind of confused ourselves too.
we had a blast recording this. Obviously, if you guys, so let us know what you guys think. Once again, comment section or review really help us out. If you do the 5-star review, once again, we will shout you out because it helps us out in the podcast algorithm so people know. Surprisingly, we've been getting listens on podcasts, which honestly I didn't expect us to get. I thought we are gonna get zero at all, but we actually got some listens. So thank you for whoever randomly clicked it and then listened for 1 second. I'm like, what the heck is this? But yeah, thank you for clicking at least. So
Yeah, thanks for clicking. It still means a lot.
yeah, guys. Until next time, the council has spoken. Goodbye.